What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Brain Freeze podcast, episode 3 of season 2. We've had some fantastic guests so far, talking to Redhead Vixen as well as Titan and Kate last episode. And today we are going to interview a familiar face who actually featured on season 1 on the Women in Gaming episode of the Brain Freeze podcast. We have a full-time creator who has comfortably amassed an array of accolades and accomplishments and over 16,000 followers across all of her platforms. We have Kaylee or Viixune. How's it going?
Hi, I'm so happy to be back. I am so excited to be here.
It's great to talk to you. I'm so glad to have you back and just have more of in-depth discussion, because last time there were, I believe, 8 of you, and no one really got to say too much on a lot of things, and a lot of our questions were very broad, not really specified in. So I'm trying to do a lot more one-on-one and one-on-two and stuff like that, so we can really find out more about how you guys are as creators and really take the Brain Freeze to a whole new level. So I'm really glad that you have found the time to come back, and I greatly appreciate you for being here.
Of course, I'm so happy to be back. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course. So just to keep you informed and the guests and the audience informed before we get started, season 2 is a whole different kind of thing than season 1 was. We explore a lot more into you and your accomplishments, then focus on to the mental health at the end, whereas last year it was mental health throughout the entire thing. Throughout the recording, we're going to have 3 mini games. Each mini game you will have 10 questions, and there's actually a variation on this for one of yours. So you will have to get 7 correct in order to get a pass. For every perfect 10 out of 10 score you get, I will gift you or your community a tub of yellow snow from my sponsors over at Glitch Energy, who are sponsoring the Brain Freeze podcast. However, if you get a passing score on all 3 mini games, I will gift your community 5 tubs of advanced GG using code Viixune at checkout. Cool?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Let's get started then. Well, first off, let's just do a little bit of background on you and just have a little bit of a conversation. So, how long have you been creating content?
So I would say officially creating content, I started back in December of 2020 is the first time I ever hit the go live. And so that's when I would really say that my content creation journey kind of started, because I really didn't do anything else before that, like no sort of videos or posting. Straight out of college, I was like, I want to live stream. Heck, a bachelor's degree. Let's start live streaming.
That's great. So did you start in college and then like pick it up more as you graduated, kind of thing, or?
No, so I actually graduated college back in I think it was like late May, early June of 2022. And so back in 2020, I guess I kind of started a little bit, but I would say I took it more full time, much more after I graduated. I did stream, but it was like a couple hours, like, because this was like back in COVID times. Everything was crazy. The world was ending. So like most of my classes were online, so I didn't really have to go anywhere for school. So I could kind of do most of my online stuff whenever. So I guess I did start when I was in college, but it didn't feel like I was in college because it's like online, so it wasn't too much of like I have to go here and take big blocks out of my day. Most of it was just like learn on your own college, online stuff. Yeah, so I definitely think I took more full-time streaming after I graduated. I started taking it very like serious, which is kind of weird because I did get partner while I was I guess still barely in college.
So yeah, that's actually what I was going to lead into next, because I don't think I've ever actually asked how long you've been creating content, because I was like, she was partnered when I met her. I wonder how long she's been doing this. So while you were in college, I guess COVID is like kind of the perfect time to really start creating content, because I don't know if you took advantage of it, but I certainly did take advantage of not having to work and the government still kind of like paying us to do stuff. So like, that's kind of when I tried to start really taking it serious, but I just did not have drive at all, to be honest. But it was... Yeah. So you were doing streaming a couple hours a day, like 2-3 times a week, or like every day still, or?
Yeah, so I kind of try to keep the same schedule. So I think a lot of my classes, since like my field was like digital media art and animation, very creative, so I wouldn't have like big exams, but I would have like projects. So I could kind of work on my projects throughout the day. And then I would stream for a couple hours through the night, usually like Monday through Friday. Depending, like there were sometimes I'd have like, 8 a.m. classes. I have to wake up, be on like a Zoom call, and have to deal with all that. So yeah, I would really stream like Monday through Friday, couple hours, like nothing crazy.
Okay, fair enough. Now, 2 years, even doing it kind of like especially doing it as like a part-time streamer kind of thing. 2 years is still pretty good, like amount of time in order to get partnership. Like there's people who've been going at this shit for like almost a decade. You know what I mean? And they're like,
Yeah.
God, can't break 50 concurrent. It's crazy. But where did you start with your content? Have you always been Smite? Like, did you start in a different community or?
So my first stream I did, it was Smite. I actually started streaming in my living room. Like this used to be my bedroom actually in the house I live, and then I had like a room addition, and now I actually have a stream room, which is great. But yeah, I started streaming in my living room on a little fold-out table from Walmart on a Amazon cardboard box with my laptop on top of it. It was real janky, real like bootstrapped. So I started with Smite. And I quickly made a little community. You know, I started off, I think, like I got affiliate within like I think less than a week, which was pretty cool. I already had, I think a big part of it too is like I told my IRL friend group, I was like, hey, I'm streaming, like, leave a lurk or something, and so they did. It was really nice of them. And yeah, I think from there, I kind of played some Pokemon in there, did some shiny hunting stuff like that. But yeah, I really found like my niche very quickly in the Smite community. I think it was too like the time of day I streamed. I think with Smite, like a lot of the bigger creators kind of like, get off around like the evening, afternoon hours. And so like I really found my niche like streaming really late hours at night.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, like I'm actually getting somewhat of like a decent, following, an average viewer. And I think from there I applied to be a Smite partner, and then like getting those drops, like drops on Twitch can be huge.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think from that's what really helped me get partner, was the niche hours streaming, and then like the drops as well.
Yeah,
So
for
yeah.
sure. Especially with those niche hours. We'll talk about the Obey scene a little bit, but like I was always trying to find people who were on when I got off work at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, man, there's fucking nobody to watch. And I was just trying to make fucking emotes for people. And I was like, there's like limited hours I could fucking do this shit. And you were like maybe the third or fourth person I found. I was like, yeah, that's a fucking great vibe for this fucking late at night. I'm not gonna lie. And I was just like,
Thank you.
I was
Yeah.
just chilling. You were the first person I ever saw who had the vertical camera going like right next to their game. You had like
Yep.
the really long stretched camera. I was like, okay, I can get behind this. And from there, you were just kind of my like lurk stream. I was in there like every night of the OBRC. It was crazy.
Appreciate you.
But it's um so you obviously knew what lurks and everything were when you started streaming, so you were part of like an audience before you started streaming. You were watching other Twitch streamers.
Yeah, so I would watch probably a couple like Smite streamers, a couple even back then like Overwatch, I guess, like Tim the Tatman.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And then like more like, Smite community streamers I would kind of watch here and there. Pokemon people.
Hmm.
I would watch shiny hunting and stuff like that. So yeah, like I knew of Twitch, and I guess I really started watching Twitch way back. I mean, this was like probably 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
I would watch like a bunch of Pokemon streamers do like shiny hunting and Nuzlocks, and that's what really got me started with like, okay, Twitch is pretty cool. Like, obviously before that, like I feel like most people knew about YouTube. Like
Yeah.
you go there
Yeah.
for all sorts of videos and stuff, but I was like, okay, Twitch is cool. Like you can have like a live audience and like
Yeah.
interact with your chat and build like a live community. So yeah, that's kind of what really started me with Twitch.
Which was so much smaller back then too. It was the
It
I
was.
don't know if Twitch is really gonna work. I don't think I'm gonna try it. What everyone's doing with like how people treated TikTok and then Kick and
Yeah.
whatever else, a Mixer and everything else that popped up and then went away because it actually didn't work out. But everyone felt that way with Twitch for a long time. So
Mm-hmm.
before we get into more of your online life, tell me a little bit about like Kaylee away from the screens when the stream is off. Like, what do you do with your day-to-day life?
Great question. So I try to spend as much time as I can with like, family and friends. I think off-screen time is very important. Like I don't even like if I'm not at my computer, I'm really not playing games. Like I try to kind of be away, offline. I'm not really on my phone too much. Recently I've picked up reading again, so I'm reading quite a bit. Like different books and genres and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, hang out with my little animals. You can see my two cats back here just chilling. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much I like, watch some shows and movies and
Yeah.
just kind of live sounds like a more mundane, life day by day. So
It's
it's pretty chill though.
you got to have that really good balance, and I feel like a lot of creators really
Yes.
struggle with that. I mean, myself 100% included. Like the second that I am off
Right.
work, even if I did this full time, if I was doing this full time, anytime that I'm not spending with my girlfriend, I'm 100% on my PC. I am playing games, I am recording, I am editing, I am scripting, I'm doing something
Yeah.
always on my fucking shit. And if I'm not right here, I have a notebook in there and I'm like writing down ideas as I'm watching like a show with like my girlfriend. It's fucking nuts. But I respect people who can take that time away and still be able to come back and be like fucking locked in and have the zone. That's probably why you don't burn out as frequently as so many people do as well, because you take that time for
Yeah.
yourself.
I think I could burn out a lot less too. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like I have like a constant state of burnout sometimes.
Mm,
And I think that's just from like years and years of like being an A+ student and doing my
mm.
best in school and hitting all these marks I've hit. So like I think I could do more, but I think if I try to do more, I will get super
Oh
like
yeah.
super burnout, and I don't want to get to that stage of like I hate everything. I don't want to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try to stay in that like middle ground gray area where it's like, okay, if I'm not at my computer, like I don't want to be online. I want to go outside and adventure, see some pretty stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, when I'm at my computer, I try to like stay focused on, okay, here's what we're doing tonight. Here's what I need to get done today.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say, I mean, we've known each other for a while. I think you've seen
Yeah.
a few of my faces at this point where I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and you're like, you're gonna get so burnt out, dude. I'm like, nah, I fucking ain't, and then I'm
I'm
fucking
working all
gone.
these
Like,
shifts and I'm
yeah,
doing this, and I'm like, dude,
you're
you're
like,
making me tired. I'm getting
yeah,
secondhand tired.
I'm like, nah, I'm good, dude. I'm good. And like, I really am like chilling, but there's like something that fucking hits, like just something happens, and then that something happening like snowballs and snowballs and snowballs, and like I literally just had like a 14-month fucking like hiatus. I didn't fucking do shit. I tried to do shit and I was like, I fucking hate it. Deleted it, like everything for 14 months straight. It was fucking brutal. So now I'm in a rebuild phase where I already knew with all the shit that I'm planning, I was like, I'm gonna get burnt out so fast. Hired a designer, hired 2 editors, hired a manager. I was like, I'm making enough money now. Take all my money, do all of my
Just
shit
video.
for me. Yeah, pretty much. Like, just do everything for me because I'm not going to be able to. But it gives me more time to do stuff like this, which is my actual passion. I love the podcasting, but when I'm trying to do shit that's actually going to get views, that sounds terrible. But this isn't going to get as many views as like a Call of Duty video that I have a really good editor fucking edit up and get into the right community and blah blah blah. Like, you really have to be known in the podcasting community or get on the right platforms at the right times. Right now is not a good time to start a new podcast. So it's just
The market's very flooded. But
right.
I mean, you'll get the right niche of people whenever people see your passion for it.
Correct.
So,
And it's
and
evergreen.
people will be
Podcasts
here.
are always evergreen. So
True, true. And people will be here for you as well. Like once they know like your other stuff, they'll be like, "Oh, that's cool. Let me check that out."
yeah, absolutely. I agree. So what does your schedule look like now as a full-time streamer? You don't do anything else for income right now, correct? Streaming is your sole income?
Yeah, I don't have like a, big girl job or like a 9 to 5 or something. I'm grateful enough that I don't have to
Yeah,
because I don't think I was built for a big girl job, just gonna be honest. I
that's
learned that in
fair enough.
college. I was like, I don't want to work a big girl job, no thanks. But I do also stream on the SMITE stream team, which
Yeah.
also is a form of income. So that's like a, little bit ways of income. And then I think the most important thing, like with being full-time streamer, content creator, whatever, is just having multiple sources of income, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
So like, I'll stream when a new Pokemon game comes out, I'll stream back on YouTube again. Stream on like Kick and Twitch. I think that's very important. And then for a while I was even streaming on like TikTok, which is surprising. You can actually make some pretty good income from that. But then I kind of stopped because like the whole TikTok going away, I was like, I don't want to pour time and hours into something that's,
Yeah.
well, now it's back. I was gone for 12 hours. So.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, and
It's
I
so
deleted it
dramatic.
because I didn't think it was gonna be back
No,
so
you
quickly.
did?
So I can't get it
Uh,
back, but I can still upload it on PC. So I just have to check my
okay,
shits on
that's
PC and everything.
that's
But
cool. That's cool.
yeah, it's. I mean, if anything, I just can't mindlessly scroll for hours and hours. So it probably ends up being a good thing, anyways.
Yeah, it might be a good thing.
So what would you say that your niche is? Like even past like Smite and what games you play, like what is the vibe of a Viixune stream?
I think it's many things. I think it mainly depends on how I'm feeling in a day, in a sense of, am I more chaotic today? Am I more like I'm just kind of want to lay back and chill, maybe play some, cozier vibes and but usually it's a little bit of both. Usually it's a little bit of, I kind of want it to feel like a little bit of like a family, like we're a community and we all kind of like you can come in and tell me like, hey, I'm going through a rough patch and it's one of those things where it's I want to feel comfortable and the vibes always kind of a little bit cozy, a little bit chaotic. We're
Yeah,
always trying to have fun and uplift each other. So yeah, that's what I would think would be the vibe.
fair enough. Absolutely. I would agree with that.
Thank you.
Um, so many creators have kind of this mission they send out to their community. My little send off is always like, be kind, spread love, a lot of people are, this is a safe space, which you kind of touched on a little bit. A lot of people are like, I'm try-harding the fuck out of this game, don't bother me, you're here to watch me, you know what I mean? Like, there's people out there like that.
Yeah.
What is your like gimmick? Is it safe space? Is it more than that?
Yeah, I would kind of say it's like a combination of things. I wouldn't say I'm like a try hard, like don't.
Yeah.
There's moments where I'm like, I gotta lock in, hold
A
on.
full sweating in
But
Palia right now. Please don't disturb me.
I'm 100%ing paleo, leave me alone. No, but I would definitely say it's definitely a safe space in terms of like I think of every concept of the word, right? Like I think safe space nowadays can mean different things
Yeah.
to different people depending on like who you're talking to.
Yeah.
I would say my biggest thing is I really just want everyone to feel included. I don't want anyone to feel left out. I don't want anyone to feel like, their message doesn't matter. Their how they're feeling doesn't matter. Like I don't want because like some creators are like, hey, like don't come in here saying, anything about your mental health or anything negative or
Yeah.
anything, blah, 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 which I get, right? Everyone has their own limitations. Everyone's opinions are valid on that. Um, but mine, I would say like, I've had people, come to me and be like, hey, like this has happened to me today. This has happened to me this week, and just kind of rant about it or vent about it. And
Hmm.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I've been through stuff too. Like I think we all have. And sometimes you just need someone to talk to. And if you don't have, someone IRL, like I will feel so honored that you're telling me, like someone on the internet, like you feel comfortable enough sharing that with me. So I want everyone to feel like we're literally like a little family. Like that's really what I want is I want you to feel like if you have no one in your real life, or even if you do, like you still have someone in me and like in the community of people that I've, kind of grown.
Yeah.
So
I love
and
that.
everyone matters, like that's kind of the big thing.
Yeah.
So
100%. I love that. We're gonna touch a little bit more on that as we go into mental health later. But yeah, I think you nailed that. I think you definitely give off that vibe, and I think a lot of your like, especially your super loyal community. That's how you built. I feel like you have people who would die for you in your community. Like
I'm gonna cry
you
some.
are the streamer who like has like the barbarians holding their sword. Like
Thank
I
you.
will die for Viixune, and like that's the community I imagine that you built, and it's because of who you are as a person. And I feel like you're like that IRL as well. Like if you
Thank you.
need
I
someone to
try
listen
my best
to,
to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm a lot of times the therapist friend, which I like.
yeah. I definitely
I'm like, come
was.
talk to me.
Yeah, for sure. High school and college, I was definitely like that same way. And then as soon as I graduated, I was like, just get the fuck away from me. Like I was doing such a switch. I was so sick of people. It was crazy.
Sometimes you have to, like for your own sake, you have to be like, okay, hold on.
Just people after
I'm
school just
done.
get weird, man. I'm just not here for that anymore. Like high school problems, I
Fair.
can handle giving you advice on that. Like whatever you just did in the Walmart parking lot, like that's not my fucking business, dude. Like it's um
That's great.
do you have anything else that you want to touch on as kind of the prologue before we get into some of the heavier questions, a little more directed, I guess?
Not that I can think of really. I think you kind of nailed like an overall vibe of if people don't know me, now you kind of do.
Yeah, perfect. Well, let's go ahead and get into a few of your accomplishments. And when I say a few, I mean a lot. Um, we'll start with the Obey Recruitment Challenge in 2022, where I originally first met you. Massive competition. I think probably somewhere around the 1,000 people mark, maybe even more than that. Um, Even back then, you had like a strong community going into. I would you say I don't know how many recruitment challenges you've been a part of, but that's probably the biggest if you've been a part of more. Okay, well,
Just one.
well, whatever, Biggs. Okay. But even back then, you had a very strong community, right?
I wasn't even gonna do the recruitment challenge either. Like one of my friends who was in the SMITE community, well, one of my friends,
Oh,
when
okay.
you're a growing content creator,
Yeah.
I just look out who your friends are
Yeah.
because a lot of people when you're gaining traction are not actually your friends. But
Yep.
anyway, one of my friends at the time, she was doing it, and so she was like, "Oh, well, you should try it." And I'm like, I guess, I don't know. So I wasn't even gonna try it, and like then I did, and then I got in. I was like, okay.
And they didn't get in, and they were like, "Fuck you," and then they cut you off.
Yeah, and then they blocked me.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I was totally saying that as sarcastic, but that's
No,
insane.
that's what happened. I got in and then she didn't, and then she blocked me on everything.
That's crazy because I know who it is too. Oh, that's rough.
Love the internet. It's so fun.
So when I was doing my whole little like gimmick of like making emotes for everybody, like I only stuck to the COD community. I really didn't know like fucking anybody in that challenge at all. That is where I met all of the connections that I still have today.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And those connections obviously gave me connections to Respawn and all my other, obviously. But it all started with the Obey Recruitment Challenge for me. So I started in Call of Duty, and then I was looking for like late night Deegan streamers. And I was like, oh, okay, this person has like 50 viewers at like 1 a.m. That's pretty fucking cool and unheard of. So I clicked on your fucking stream, and I'm like, what the fuck is SMITE? And I had no idea what the fuck SMITE was. And then I'm going through, and I have like my day off or whatever. I'm going through this SMITE category. I'm like, this is definitely one of those games where like 2 people stream it and it just has like a good amount of viewers because only 2 people stream it, right? No, there's like 30 fucking people using the Obey hashtag all playing SMITE, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I've never heard of it. And I'm like, oh, it's a League of Legends knockoff. Okay, cool. I started actually watching you and understanding it a little bit. But I think I don't know how big the Smite community really is. I know it like goes way up, but being on the Smite stream team, is it fair to say that you are one of the like prominent Smite streamers out there right now?
I mean, I would say so. Like, I would break it down into like a couple different groups of Smite streamers specifically. I think you have like the pros, like people like want to watch the pros, right? So you have like the pros, which of course are gonna have like a mass viewership, mass following because they're like the best at the game,
right?
And then I would say like community streamers, and I would say I'm like probably one of the top, I don't know, 50 to 100, maybe, I don't know, depending on who you're asking. Smite community streamers.
Yeah.
So I would say there's like 2 big sections, like pros and then community. And so like in the community, yeah, I would say especially from being on the stream team now, like more people actually are like, hey, I remember you. You stream on the Smite game channel.
Yeah.
So
because even from like
I'm one of the more prominent
right
figures now. I wasn't at the time. I mean, maybe like the DGen hours, but
yeah. I'm thinking of like back to like 4 months ago. I saw you maybe averaging like, depending on the time that it was and everything, it would be like somewhere between like 30 like 50 viewers at any given time. I'm seeing you at like 150 viewers right now, and I saw you with like, I was scrolling through your page trying to find some shit I could put for questions, and I saw you with like a 350 average when you got put on like Twitch main page, and I'm like, holy fuck, like she's fucking doing it right now. That's fucking crazy. I'm not able to drop in your streams as much as I used to be, but like you're going absolutely insane right now. Is it because of the Smite channel that you're getting more traction that you think, or is it just people are finally recognizing your true talent?
I would say yes and no. I mean, I think I definitely could have kept up. Because like once I got a partner, I'm gonna be honest, my average to me, I didn't care. I just wanted to play whatever. Like I played when I was aiming for Twitch partner, I played so much Smite. Like I would stream from like 11 p.m. to like 8 a.m. nothing but Smite every night for like a couple months while I was trying to get Twitch partner. And I burnt myself out doing that, obviously, as one would. So after I got Twitch partner, I was like, I don't care about numbers anymore. I'm gonna play whatever I want. Like I'm kind of toasted out of Smite like for a while. So I played a bunch of different other things. But I think if I kept with Smite the way I was, I think my average would probably be pretty high, like probably in a couple hundreds.
Yeah.
If I kept the consistency up. But I was just so like burnt out of like I don't want to play Smite as much right now. I want to play other games, because I at my heart, like I do like variety content a lot.
Yeah.
It's obviously a lot harder to make it as a variety streamer, but I was like, I found my footings in Smite. I kind of just want to play whatever for a little bit, and then I always kind of went back to Smite. But I think recently, I I think it's a couple different things. Yeah, I think it's the Smite just had like their one of the biggest events of the year with Smite 2. They had like the live Las Vegas Founder Series LAN. It was like a big tournament and stuff. So I think that helps a lot. They have like a bunch of new drops coming out. That also helps. And then yeah, I applied to be on the front page of Twitch. Got on the front page, and like a bunch of people that found me on the front page are like now like regulars in the stream. So that helps a lot as well. But yeah, I do think being a Smite stream team member, it does help because like you find people during my allotted time and they're like, oh, are you streaming later, like are you streaming right after this, are you streaming like tomorrow or something, like what time, like, and they'll kind of like be there either lurking or chatting or doing whatever. So I think it all kind of helps, if that makes sense.
100% it does. We're going to touch a little bit more into Smite in a second here, but we're going to go back to the Obey RC because that's where we started. Like I said, massive competition, and you had an extremely strong community back then. Now, you said that another Smite creator at that time kind of convinced you to come in, and we talked about how there were a pretty good chunk of Smite creators in the challenge, but I don't think anyone could really doubt that. In my opinion, that RC was for the FPS players. Is that like a fair thing to say?
Yeah, I mean, I would think that any org is probably more FPS based.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Obey, like still kind of, I guess, is like I said, it's like in a gray area, but they still kind of have like a Smite area. But most of their Smite people like left because like like you said, like it's definitely more FPS based.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of weird being like a Smite person in the FPS world.
Yeah, I mean, even now they're doing like Obey 50, and it's like COD exclusive. Like I don't know if they've done a recruitment challenge in the past like year or a couple of years,
think so.
or like it's like
they might have not last year, maybe year before.
Maybe I don't know. They've had so many management switch ups that I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Seems to be the common theme in a lot of
that
different orgs and companies. Right
oh man, yeah, we'll get into that later. So, being in an FPS area, did you think when you entered that you had literally any chance of winning the RC?
I didn't really know. Like, I was like, it'd be kind of crazy if like I didn't even want, like, not that I didn't want to get in it, but like I didn't originally have any interest in getting in it. And then someone convinced me. They're like, oh, well, you just try it, just do it. And I was like, okay, whatever, why not?
Okay.
But I didn't really think I had like a running shot. Like I was like, well, I'll just do it because why not? I don't know. And then I just got in. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild for sure. That was because like right around the same time, I graduated college, I got Twitch partner, and I got into the
that's crazy.
Obey. All within
that's
like
a lot of shit. That's insane.
Like,
goddamn.
Yeah, all within like a week. I graduated college, became a Twitch partner. I think I became a Twitch partner and got into Obey like the same day. So I was like, okay, this is crazy. Like I don't know what's happening.
Like what now I gotta get married. I gotta do all my big life events all in 1 week. It's crazy.
Told you.
Yeah, so like I said, I was surprised by the amount of Smite streamers that there were in because I didn't even know what the hell Smite was, and I think a lot of people still don't, to be honest. Despite Smite 2 going absolutely massive. Out of all of the Smite participants that were in the recruitment challenge, what do you think stands out about you that made you their sole pickup?
Really? I think it might be a few things. I think number one is consistency. I think to this day, I'm like still very consistent in like when I go live and how long I'm live for. And then also just like, I think it is kind of like a overall vibe, not only just of me, but like my people in my chat, my community, like, because at the time I was really doing viewer games as well. So like if people would wanted to come in, play games with us, we'd kind of rotate people out and get people in calls and we'd all just have fun. And so it felt like a very welcoming environment, not only for like regular players of Smite, but like you who like you're like, I don't know what Smite is, like I'm new to the community and I like the game, I don't even know what's going on. Like it was very welcoming to like new players as well, because like a lot of people, their free time's at night. So like if they want a game or something, like if they have 9 to 5 and then like they do like family life stuff, they finally have free time at like 10 or 11 o'clock, like, oh well, let's play some games, and then like nobody's on, all their friends are sleeping or whatever, so it's like they had a place to kind of come in and hang out and play some games if they wanted to. So I think it's kind of a combination of all that.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I would say even like even today, you probably have, I would say, top three most consistent as far as Obey goes. Like times that you stream, the amount of time you stream, community, like not being probably being the most unproblematic person in Obey. Like it's just a
I'm just
culmination
here.
of everything.
I'm just
And you're just
vibing.
like, hey guys, so like they're all in the
Just gonna
conversations,
sing
like,
my
oh, Call of
part.
Duty recruitment challenge. You're like, yeah, that sounds great.
I'm
It's
like this. Yeah, I'm just like the friendly, like stray animal. I'm like, hi guys, I'm just here chilling.
you're the person when they do all of like the hey obey tweets and they like all the people saying hey, and then they go on to the conversation later, and then like 3 hours later you're like hey.
Hey, yeah, like exactly. They're like, oh yeah, I forgot you're here, but you are here. I remember you.
Is it yeah, I guess we could talk about it now. Is it something where like do you have there isn't a Smite lead, right? Because I feel like
No, because there was, and that's who I got recruited with, and then he
was
left.
it
So
Chris?
it was Chris. Yeah,
Okay.
Chris is he still streams all the time. He streams every
Yeah,
night though.
I follow him from
Um,
the Obey
yeah,
recruitment
he's
channel,
super
so
cool. I just think that Obey and Smite kind of don't go together as much as they used to because I mean the reason that like Obey and Smite started for like all you lore fanatics out there because like Smite used to have orgs that backed them and like they
yeah.
used to have orgs that that came and played the game through them. So like we used to have an Obey team that would play professionally Smite. And now we don't have that. We have like separate orgs that are like created. Well, I guess we don't really have that anymore either. Okay, so at the end of Smite 1, lots of lore here. At the end of Smite 1's like professional scene, right? At the end of the SPL, Smite Pro League, they had their teams, right? So like Smite themselves created their own teams and then they would recruit players to those teams.
Okay.
And like they would kind of get paid through that. Now with Smite 2 having a professional scene, they don't even really have that. They kind of have like their own like LAN teams. Like the individuals make up their own teams. And like they don't have like
Yeah.
backers or sponsors or anything like that. They just have
Okay.
like their own like whatever. Hey, we're called like there's one team called like that won this year, Team with 5 M's. Like you just call them whatever. Like,
Yeah, it's
any
like
sort of
local
name.
like tournaments where like friends
Yeah,
get together and
exactly.
they literally just yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
So, but
kind
yeah,
of crazy
back
for a
in
main stage game
yeah,
to be
I
ran
know.
like
And
that.
one of the teams won like 300 grand, so
Oh my fucking
pretty
god.
yeah,
And
pretty
they're giving out
wild.
that big of prizes and there's nobody like, hey, I'll sponsor you. Like there's
Like they do have like some like sponsors, but like not in terms of like teams that they used to have.
okay, that's fair
Which is
enough.
kind of yeah, like they have like the game itself and the company itself has sponsors, but like the teams themselves don't really have that what they used to. They
Yeah.
kind of like broke all that up. Why? Not sure, but they just kind of broke it all up.
300 grand for a prize pool in a game like I'm gonna compare it to like Call of Duty where like the major final I'm pretty sure is like around $1 million.
Hmm.
Um, but comparing the sizes of the communities between Smite and Call of Duty, 700 grand really is not that far off compared to like how much Call of
Yeah,
Duty actually makes based off of everything compared to what Smite makes. Like
yeah,
300 grand is a massive prize pool for
yeah.
what teams
It
of
is.
5 or 6?
Five, five.
Yeah,
You
teams
get
of
five and a
5.
coach, so you kind of
Yeah.
split that up. Yeah,
That
but it is. I agree. Like it is wild because like whenever Smite season 1 had their first Worlds event, like the prize pool was 1 million
mm,
for like the first season. So like obviously the game kind of popped off. Like season 1, it was like very fresh. Everybody was like, oh, it's Smite. Obviously the game's much older now, and so. But seeing them back up at that, like for a brand new game that's not even fully released, it's
yeah.
now in open beta, free to play having a $300,000 pool
Yeah.
and especially like having a small company like High Res, where like High Res is not a massive company, like any sort of Activision, whatever. Like they're a pretty small team in retrospect.
Right.
So like having that prize pool is really, really cool. And I think that's why
Yeah.
like Smite 2 is kind of finally starting to get the traction that I think it deserves. So
Yeah, I 100% agree. That is absolutely insane. I did not realize that. So big ups to all you lore fanatics out there. It's
nah, the more you know.
yeah, for real. Anyways, so we're gonna fast forward 3 years after getting picked up to Obey now. Um, are you the only Smite creator left in Obey right now?
I might be.
Okay.
Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I knew of like a couple people, and like the few people that were in there, like, have all kind of removed
Yeah.
it from their stuff.
Yeah.
Which, it's fine. Like, I wouldn't say I'm like, super like, oh, I'm in Obey. Like, I technically still am,
But you don't bleed obey. Like it's
yeah, exactly. Like I'm not like, if you think of obey, you don't like, oh my god, Vix, yeah, like
Yeah.
oh, I heard her Smite content, yeah, like you
Yeah.
don't think that, you know what I'm saying?
I
So,
did for a while, and I was like, everyone would be like, "Who's your favorite obey person?" I'd be like, "Dude, Jplexity and Vix," and they're like, "Who the fuck is Vix?" And I'm like,
who? You're like, you wouldn't know. Only the
like
cool
you have
kids
to
know.
understand, man.
You're not a lore fanatic.
So that's yeah. So for you, is it intimidating being a sole MOBA player in an FPS organization? It's
Yes and no, because at the same time, like that's what can make you stand out, right? You're
true.
like, wow, all these other people play FPS games. What are you playing? What do you mean it's a multiplayer online battle arena?
Yeah.
What is that? So like it can be like your greatest weakness or your greatest strength, really depending on how you use it. Excuse me. I wouldn't say like I fully stepped away from all things obey because like listen, they still tell me happy birthday, so like that's pretty cool. Like I'm still remembered.
They care. So,
Exactly. But like it is kind of sad, like the moment I get into something really cool, it dies.
yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. It's
So
uh
it is kind of like bittersweet, but
yeah, I definitely understand that for sure. Um I guess we could touch on it. We kind of asked a little bit or danced a little bit around it, but I'll ask it more directly. There's a lot of organizations in specifically the FPS space, but I'm sure other spaces I just don't know that have been around for so long that they kind of have this like no matter how bad they fuck up, they will still have their fucking like loyal community. They're loyal fans that have been there since the
yeah.
beginning. And I would say Obey is one of those organizations. They've been around since I believe 2012, and they grew up right alongside like some of the best in the Call of Duty space. How does it feel to be part of an organization, even if you are the sole MOBA creator, that has that stature and respect that Obey has from its community?
I mean, I think it is very cool because like I remember when I first got like accepted into Obey as like a Smite person and like they put me on the montage and so many people were like, "What's Smite? Who's this? What does that mean?" But like then again, I'd have so many people that were like following me, reaching out to me, commenting on stuff just because I was in Obey.
Yeah.
And like I had so many people reach out to me like, "How'd you get into Obey? How did it?" Like I'd have so many people asking me questions about stuff and I mean, it is really cool to be like I'm part of something that has this like long history and like I mean, overall, I would say pretty good reputation
Yeah.
depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
It depending on who you ask. Gaming space and so I don't know. I think it's pretty cool to be like oh, hey, by the way, I made this recruitment challenge completely bootstrapping it because like I said, I didn't even
Yeah.
like I
Right.
wasn't
Right.
gonna go into it and I didn't make like a special video, like I didn't go out of my way to edit anything special. I literally just streamed myself playing Smite and they're like, looks
We
good.
want you, and it was like, what the fuck, man?
Everyone's like, who is this? And then I got blocked by people.
It's fucking insane. So let's talk individual partnerships a little bit. Go away from Obey before they start thinking about
Remember
picking
that
up
I'm
more
there
Smite
and then
people.
move
Yeah,
me.
you're like, oh yeah, Vix. Um, so individual partnerships, affiliations, and ambassadorships. What all are you currently with right now?
Okay, so excuse me, there's a couple. I think my longest standing one is with Advanced GG,
Okay.
which I got picked up. This was a couple years ago, maybe like 2023, I want to say, early 2023. It was somewhere around there. Been with them since. Um, a newer one that I think I picked up sometime last year is Corsair.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I have my own like affiliate link with Corsair, so
Okay.
you can click the link and hit up all that juicy stuff. And then my most recent one, which I've like really enjoyed, is Retro Island Gaming. So long story short is I know I remember when I said back in Twitch like 2014 when I used to watch Pokemon creators.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite creators I ever watched was Galactic Elliot. And then him and a couple other people opened up actually it's like an IRL shop in New York.
Oh,
They have like
okay.
all sorts of gaming stuff, excuse me, like gaming, Pokemon stuff, Pokemon cards, plushies, all sorts of other things. Um, and so yeah, I saw that he opened that and I was like, oh, like they're actually taking like they're looking for people to like content creators to like kind of get their, brand out there, and then yeah, stuff like that. So I joined with them, and yeah, they're super cool. I really enjoy being a part of that.
Is that a company that's like a Advanced GG or a Glitch that has like hundreds to even thousands of people with them, or is that like a thing where like you're on a certain block of people and you're like, oh my god, I'm getting noticed by my favorite creator from 2014? It's like
Yeah, it's not like hundreds of people. I think there might be like maybe like 10 to 20 of
okay.
us, if that. Like they're
That's
very
really cool.
selective with their people. Yeah, which is very nice because like I really enjoy brands and companies who really like don't have a whole lot, like hundreds and hundreds, like they accept
Yeah.
anybody,
Yeah.
because then it's like, okay, well, I'm just a dollar sign to them.
Yep.
You know. Excuse me, I'm currently dying from allergies. Blame my cats. Look at them doing the Lord's work back
Are
there.
you allergic to your cats?
I think I am.
That's
yeah.
kind of insane. All right. Anyways.
Listen, it's worth it. Okay?
Okay.
I would die for them.
That's fair enough.
But yeah, so I really enjoy like brands and companies who like really handpick the creators that they want to represent them or want to be partnered with, because I think it should be like a partnership. It should be a mutual, you gain this, we gain this, we're both benefiting. Whereas I think a lot of companies, won't say names, I'm sure people can guess a couple companies off the top of their head, that just want any sort of affiliate, and they're like, just spread our link. We're not going to give you anything, but spread our link around and just make us money. Smile.
Bro,
Like,
to the point
I
where
like
they're
that.
like inviting message, they don't even change where it says enter name here. They just send out the. You remember all that
Not like
shit
a
that's
mass
going
message.
around?
Oh, I've gotten so
Oh
many like
god.
Twitter DMs, or I guess now X DMs, or like emails of like, oh, this isn't a mass message, and then you look at like the CC and there's like 100 to 200 creators, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you mean this isn't a mass message? Like, I
Yeah.
can see you're sending this to like 100 different people.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, man.
Like you know I could whatever, man. It's,
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you know what? You don't even deserve my time of
yeah.
looking at that.
I definitely understand what you mean by like the companies that want to work with like very, I mean, just not fucking 1,000 people, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's kind of the reason why I went for Respawn Recruits. Respawn Recruits, there were only 11 partners when I originally went for it. Now there's like 35 of us, but like you can only get partnered with Respawn through Respawn Recruits. There's no other way to get partnered with Respawn, which is really cool because you have to go through this whole 10-week competition, prove that you're fucking like dedicated to this shit, and it really makes me question why the fuck are you not going for it this year? Like, guys.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think I like to be very, it's not like necessarily selective, but like, I don't know.
You're a
I don't
Secret
know
Labs
if
person, aren't you?
I wouldn't even say that. I don't even think I'm like really big into like any sort of like main chair brands.
Yeah.
Like my chair's like some, don't mind my little ear falling. It's just like some chair I found on TikTok. I was like, that looks cool. Let's get that.
Well, I'm saying this
Very
is like
easy chair.
$600, man. You can get that shit for free. Come on, lock it up. It's, you gotta
Yeah,
lock in.
that's
I'm
pretty
going to
proud.
mass DM you. I'm gonna mass DM you when the next one starts
Have
because I
them
was
DM me,
like,
please.
bro, why is Vix sided?
I've had a lot of people be like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? And I'm like, I don't know if I'll do any more recruit stuff. I might in the future, like.
That's fair.
But like, I kind of entered one. I won one. So do I retire undefeated?
That's crazy. Recruits is one of those things where it's like, especially as like, is it fair to say solely a streamer? Like, you don't really put out that much content.
I don't make that. I would like to, but it's just I haven't really found my niche for videos.
That's
because
fair.
like I don't want to make SMITE videos because like I feel like SMITE videos are very like, I don't want to say boring, but like maybe. like what am I gonna do? Like I just post a game I play. Like you can watch that on live.
Yeah.
But like if I did videos, right? Like I did Pokemon Go videos for a while.
Yeah.
Which is so like I have the most unfortunate timing. Like what was I doing in 2016 being in high school and not posting Pokemon Go videos? What was I doing? Like in terms of like Pokemon Go videos, like, and I won't get too into that because I think we will later. But like that long form content, I feel like it's just already out there.
That's
like
fair.
It's just already like so many people are making like the informative videos that I was making, and like Pokemon Go is like in such a really bad spot right now that it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe when we get another like Pokemon announcement game, because like I feel like I would go for more like long-term content, not just solely streamer based.
Yeah.
If it was like more Pokemon type content, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I will say with respawn recruits, not to just like fucking ride their dick all fucking night long, but respawn recruits is what made me not a Call of Duty creator anymore. Like I haven't touched Call of Duty in 3 fucking months. And it's because that game is oversaturated, completely full of horseshit, upsells the fuck out of garbage, and just
copy paste.
And not to mention the people that are creating content in it. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love the people that I attach myself to, but like everyone is doing I mean, even the fucking creators in it are doing, oh, someone else's video, copy paste. Like cookie cutter, same shit. And it's fucking annoying.
It's a rough area, especially with like shorts being so popular, like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram shorts, with all of like the reels and shorts and stuff. Like I can imagine, especially like in the FPS base. Yeah, it's the amount of competition nowadays too is just like it's so oversaturated, like you said.
But like, you know, doing this podcast, like podcast is saturated, but the thing is you can put so many gimmicks into podcasting that makes you fall into a more specific niche. Whereas Call of Duty, there's very fucking little you can do to stand out. I've narrowed it down to as little cookie cutter as I can, and that'll feature more later this year, but like it's still based off of what somebody else has done. Like I am putting things into a podcast, mixing things up that haven't really been touched on all in the same place before. Like putting mini games into a mental health podcast is fucking wild work. I'm just gonna fucking say it. But I need money, so it's like if I'm being straight up and honest, you guys get entertained with mini games, get to watch Viixune fucking struggle the. We'll get into mini games in a little bit, but
I'm gonna be cooked. We are cooked.
I've done some easy mini games in the past couple episodes, and people fail pretty fucking hard that I did not expect them to fail. And I was like, all right.
I'm probably chalked on a few of these. I'm gonna keep it.
It's all right. It saves my fucking money in my wallet. Anyways,
they'd be like, she sucks.
But we'll just piggyback right off of this, and we'll go straight into the first mini game here. So, Advanced GG, you said is your longest standing brand.
Yes.
So. One could assume.
You'd like to think that I would know a lot about this brand, and I'm so sorry, friends. Close your ears. I really don't.
Oh.
Dude, I'm cooked. I'm just being straight up.
So.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the first mini game.
It's going to be fantastic.
Mercy. Oh, God.
It's going to be... All right. So I got the rules right here. The minigame's called Advanced GG for 100, Alex. You are going to get emoji clues in order to guess the current Advanced GG flavors. These are all current flavors, okay?
Okay.
You have to guess the name of the flavor, which in most cases is literally just what it tastes like. They are very unoriginal with their flavor names. Keep in mind, there could be much better images to represent some of these flavors, but there aren't emojis for everything out there. So,
true. Very true.
I had to get very creative with some of these. You need to get a 7 out of 10 to pass this game.
Okay.
You need to get a 10 out of 10 for it to be perfect and win a tub of yellow snow. You ready to get into the first one?
I'm ready to do my best.
I'm ready, Mr. Krabs. Okay. Question 1. Can you tell that this one isn't an emoji and it's a small image? it's so detailed.
Really? Oh my god.
Because
is that why it looks so different?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's literally just a 4K image, like scaled down to emoji size. Because I was like, there's nothing I could do that would make this fucking work, man.
Honestly, I love that you did that, though. That's great. Like, I'm snaps for that, because that's some effort, and we like to see effort here. Okay, so we have, like, what is that, like a little raspberry?
One could say that's a raspberry.
Okay, and then we have a lemon.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, an ice cube, and there's sun.
Don't overthink this, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's like raspberry lemonade.
Wow, we fucking got question 1. Nailed it.
God.
Fucking nailed it.
So up.
I'm pretty sure #1 selling of Advanced GG, so maybe should have got that a little quicker, but hey, I'm not judging.
Listen, I was too in awe by the
okay.
lovely picture of the raspberry.
Fair enough. I mean, I completely understand. Question 2, you need 6 more to get the pass.
Okay. So I actually do listen. This is their peppermint vanilla.
It is peppermint vanilla. I was very intrigued by that and almost bought it immediately.
I think it's an energy one. I'm pretty sure. I saw that a couple months, or was it last month when they posted it, I think? Yeah. Pretty cool. I haven't tried it, but...
I actually do want to try this one. The thing is with Advanced GG, I didn't understand they had 4 different kinds of formulas. So I was on their energy page trying to figure out, God, how the fuck do I make strawberry peach more difficult? Because most of the flavors were just like strawberry peach, blueberry lemonade, peach lemonade, mango lemonade. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
You're like, what does this mean?
And then I found the focus things, which is what most of the creator flavors are based off of. So they got more fun with the names. But you're 2 for 2 right now. This is question 3. You need 5 more.
That's it? That's the...
Oh, that's it, bro. That's it, yeah. That's an ellipse? Is that the ellipse flavor?
I mean, I guess... No. I don't think so. I don't think they have an ellipse flavor. The only thing that comes to mind, and I'm just gonna guess, is one of their... I think it's called, like Blackout or something. I don't know.
That's insane.
Oh my god, it is.
That's insane.
Oh my, I'm so excited. It's like the black tub, and I think it's is it a focus? I think it's a focus.
I think it is a focus, and I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, I saw their black tub. I was like, I don't think they have like an eclipse or nothing.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. I didn't expect you to get that one, honestly. I expected you to say what the fuck.
I did. I said both. I was like, what? What? That's it.
All right, you got 4 more to get the pass. You are 3 for 3 right now, on track for a perfect score. What is this one?
That's like their go at like a rocket pop flavor, I believe, but I don't think it's called that. I think it's... Oh, is it rocket pop?
I'm just gonna cut you off there. You're nailing it.
I was like, I didn't know if they called it rocket pop or something else, because I know they always, like, some brands like twist stuff.
Yeah, no, it's an energy flavor. They didn't make it original at all. It's rocket pop. It's number 5.
I'm gonna cry.
The second holiday flavor that released this year, aside from peppermint vanilla.
I still want to try the peppermint vanilla. This is one I actually... God, my mic's like falling. Sorry. This is one I actually... Oh, wait, no, I think they posted this maybe with it. I think this is it like Holiday Punch? Or like something? Yeah. Okay, I'm doing better than I thought I would.
This is bullshit because you told me you were fucked on this.
I am fucked on this. But to be fair, like you said, they do make their flavors like very straightforward. A couple of them do have crazy names, like the creator ones. I'm probably cooked on because like their creator names are wild.
Yeah.
You're also doing very good with the emojis. The emojis are very like... So
I tried. It took me 2 hours to do just this because I wanted to make sure that it was actually good.
Everybody follow, subscribe, tell your friends.
Tell your friends. This guy knows how to use emojis.
This guy puts in the work.
All right. 5 for 5. You're halfway through for the tub of yellow snow. Let's go on to question 6.
Oh god. Okay, this one's got me stumped here.
This is... You have to really think about this one because this is one that should have an emoji, but it doesn't have an emoji anywhere. So I had to get real fucking complicated with it. Just really like focus. Focus on what's there. What are you seeing right now? What do you see?
It looks like a little like a sheep or like a little llama and a piece of candy.
Okay. Now.
Okay. Yeah.
Think about sheep candy, yeah. Think about sheep.
Sheep.
And think of words that go with sheep that might go in front of candy as like a common flavor.
Oh boy, I might be stumped.
Okay,
here.
Look, it's really fucked because I'm not playing fair with this because it doesn't directly come from sheep. But what
Wool?
comes from sheep? Okay, yeah.
Wool?
Which which goes
Wool
into
candy.
no,
Wool.
no, no, no,
Wool.
no. Hold on, you're off.
You're putting me in a spiral.
Think clothing.
Clothing. Okay. So like, not fleece? No. Fleece.
Fleece is what would be correct
Okay.
if this clue was direct. But since I couldn't find anything for this specific emote,
Sweater. No.
what's like the antonym of fleece?
Oh. I don't actually know. I don't know clothes that well. Is that bad?
What?
Hmm.
Maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Just
I might.
in clothing,
Okay.
if it's not fleece, it's probably
Cotton. No.
no. Well,
He said no.
no, I didn't say no.
Um.
I,
I don't know. That's
do
a.
that one again, but say the whole thing.
What do you mean? Say the whole thing. Now I'm confused.
Look at the clue. Look at the clue again.
Oh, mother! I get it now. It's cotton candy.
Yeah, and I knew I was gonna have to walk you through this one because why is there not a fucking
Wait.
cotton candy
I was like,
emoji?
what do you mean sheep candy?
Why is there not cotton candy emoji? Could
I
have
was
been
like,
so
oh, say it.
simple.
I get it now. Why is there not a wait? Is there really not a cotton
There's
candy
not a
emoji?
cotton candy emoji. At least on the emoji copying websites that I was looking
There's
at.
not a cotton candy
Insane.
Somebody's getting fired.
What are we doing right now?
That's
Absolutely
what I'm
crazy.
saying. Wow, it is okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well,
All right.
I feel now. I feel stupid.
We'll just move past that one. That was just a whole fuckery.
Is this the like the orange creamsicle? Orange. Yes. I love orange creamsicle. It's like my favorite ever.
So you're on a passing score right now. Now these last three are pretty fucked.
Okay.
Because
all I care about is a passing score. I just want to pass.
I try to make the first 7 at least obtainable, and I try to make the last 3 so I don't have to put money out of my pocket.
Walk me through sheep candy.
I had to. It was not
fair.
fair.
Handed that
if I put cotton candy on the board right there, you would have said, "How the fuck did you get cotton from sheep?"
I would have been like, "Cotton comes from a plant."
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Question 8. This is a creator flavor.
I think I know this one because I think it's my favorite flavor. Is it Dream Team Punch? It's my favorite flavor.
Okay.
Your emojis are spot on, by the way. Beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Appreciate that. Yep. All right. Cool.
Okay, so we got 8.
2 questions away from $40 on my fucking pocket, but it's
I'm probably gonna mess these last 2 up. Don't worry. I just know that one because it's really popular. Okay, yeah, we're cooked.
Just walk me through. What do you see?
I see trees and I see a little juice box. Trees and a little juice box.
Just talk it out. Where do you usually see like trees? You know, it's
okay. Like, you say, where do I see trees? Outside.
outside juice. You know, it's
got that outside juice. Wait a minute. Okay, it wouldn't be forest juice, but I think they have like a jungle juice. Would it be jungle? That's the only thing. Oh my god, how am I doing so well? We're so up.
Look, Advanced GG,
I
W
was like, they don't
fucking
have a
partner right
forest-
now, because I'm going to clip this and make it a short out of this, and I'm going to tag Advanced GG, and I'm going to say give her own fucking flavor because she knows
Oh my
everyone
God.
else's.
Listen, I do have my own shaker, so
Not good
But I don't have
enough.
a
She needs a
flavor yet.
flavor. I have a flavor,
Not
but
good
I don't
enough.
have a shaker. It's
we're backwards.
question 10 for 10 for the perfect
Okay.
score.
Oh, okay. So I see a wave with a little shell and some flowers. Wave and a little shell, some flowers. Okay, I'm thinking like one of their.
I didn't like. If I didn't see this was a flavor, I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Huh.
It's one word.
Shells like it's what?
It's one word.
It's one word?
I just put as many emojis into one thing as I could that related to this word.
Okay, so it's one word. It's one word with a wave and a little shell and flowers. God, this one's got me good. You did really well on this one.
Music to my ears.
So you so you put all. Okay.
Like,
so
the words don't directly relate to the flavor like the other ones did, because there isn't an emoji I could possibly do for this. They all just relate to the word. You know, it's not like a literal thing.
Okay, the shell at first was throwing me off, but now it's reminding me they did have a tub, because like I get emails, and of course like I see it on Twitter. One of their tubs, I think, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think it was one word. I think this is probably the one you're thinking of. Obviously you know the one you're thinking of, but like it's like a darker tub, of course, and it had like little shells on it. And I was like, that one's really pretty, but I don't remember what the flavor name is, but I think it is one word. Give me a second. I think, is it a place? Can I ask if it's a place? Because I think this flavor was like a place or something.
Yeah, it's a place.
Okay, I think I think that's a good sign.
All right, 10-second timer. No, I'm
Panic. I'm pretty sure it's. God, it's not like Caribbean. It's not. Oh, is it like Jamaica?
Fucking goddamn it.
Oh my god, it is Jamaica, because I saw it on their Twitter and I was like, wait, that has little shells on it. It doesn't have like little, like, I think it's like purple or something, and it has like really pretty I don't know if it has, I think it does have flowers on it. Oh my god,
We aren't friends anymore. Let's move on to games.
we are cooked. Oh my god.
So congratulations on draining my pockets.
Dude, I honestly, on everything I love, I didn't think I was gonna do that well at all.
That was pretty impressive.
You did great with the emojis. I gotta give it all to you. The last one about fucked me up. If I didn't see it on like a Twitter post, I probably would have been cooked.
That I was like, oh, I gotta put this as the last one. There's no fucking way.
That was super good. I don't know how many other people would have got that. Probably not many.
Yeah, I want to know what Jamaica tastes like, to be honest. It's
you know what I'm saying?
want a little bit of Jamaica on my body right now.
Because at first I thought you were doing a hydration flavor, like one of their.
Oh yeah, I consider doing
hibiscus, because like they have like the new like haiku hibiscus flavor, and I was like, the flower could be hibiscus.
Yeah,
good.
No, you do well. So both of the last two mini games are both in this section. So we're gonna speed through. We are pushing time a little bit here. So we're gonna go on to games. Now we talked a lot about SMITE, but when people are anticipating a Viixune stream, what games other than SMITE should they be expecting to see?
So other than SMITE, I do like a couple other like hero shooter type games. So I like Overwatch, which now is dead in the water to me. Marvel Rivals. I've been really enjoying Marvel Rivals. Like such a good fresh game. Really love that. I also like a bit of my cozy games. So like Stardew Valley, Palia. I mean, even like I guess Power World could kind of be like a cozier type game. I really enjoy that. Anything Pokemon. Love Pokemon, big Pokemon fan. And then sometimes we play some like horror games like Phasmophobia, Demonologist, you know, Bigfoot. Have some spookier type games.
Yeah,
so.
Totally. I'm hearing a lot of games right there where I'm like, okay, as soon as I start playing Terraria, I've watched like 15, 16 videos and I know that game's going to be an absolute fucking hellspawn. Like, I'm going to need to get Vix up on some shit. We're going to have to get some collabs going. Yeah, Pal World. I fucking hate Pal World, but I need 100% it. I love hate Pal World.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm missing one achievement from Pal World.
It doesn't make me feel any better. Because I know if you're missing an achievement, it's like
I've played a ton of hours.
Capture like a shiny of every fucking pal, like some shit like that.
No, the worst is like the one I haven't completed is like hit 5 pals with max rank. So to hit one pal max rank, you basically have to catch like 116 of that pal, and then condense it into one.
And you can't just do like Wooloo and Kativa and like.
No, you can, but it just takes a long time for them all to spawn in and then go to different areas and catch. I'm the person that's like, I don't do what's easy, which is unfortunate for my brain and myself. I do what I like want to put it into. It's like I'll go capture like the hard pals that I want on my team
because you care about the game.
Yes, if you just care about achievements,
I'm here to achievement hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
catch the Wooloos and the Kativas.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that I just straight up like cheesed in like the recent games that I played. I like absolutely just speedran the fuck out of a game that I knew was about to get an update because it like just dropped. They said they're putting 13 more achievements in the game, and I was like, nope, speedrunning that bitch before they fucking get the achievements in. And now I hold the 3rd fastest US time to get all the achievements in Dr. Cog.
That's very cool. I need you to get all the achievements in Smite 1. Have fun. There's like 300 or 400. I have 100%, by the way. I have 100% in Smite 1 and Smite 2.
Are you going to collab with me the entire time that I do it?
Yes, I will walk you through all of them, including the almost impossible ones.
Fair enough. Let's fucking do it. So you've been playing Smite for you've been streaming Smite for about 4, almost 5 years. How long have you been playing Smite?
I have been playing Smite since so the game officially dropped out of like any sort of alpha beta in 2014. I started in like the open beta, which was like 2013.
Oh shit.
So a very long time.
So you deserve like to be recognized as a Smite creator, is what you're saying.
I am Smite.
Where most people would say, yeah, Viixune's bleeding obey, you'd be like, Smite. So bleeding Smite. Yeah. All right, fair enough. Well, as a Smite partner who's been playing the game quite literally since it's been available, I would expect you to know the game pretty exceptionally. Is that fair?
Yeah, that could be fair. And I know quite a bit. Maybe not everything.
Yeah.
But I know quite a bit.
You know, the only way to really know for sure is to put it to a test, you know?
It's gotta be a mini game.
It's gotta be a
game here.
Oh
my god.
So
who's that god?
So I thought of a lot of ways to do this. I was like, oh man, I just show her a god, like, oh, that's easy as hell, you know? There's so many things that would be so easy to you playing the game for like over a fucking decade, which is crazy. I didn't clock that, by the way, but over a decade is insane. So I'm gonna give you a list of quote lines from a random Smite god. I will tell you, 8 of these gods, I've only have like 8 hours into Smite, and 8 of the gods are characters that I attracted myself to because I knew them, because I played them.
Okay.
So, if that helps you at all, that's your only hint I'm giving you. Okay.
I will say, for a preface, I'm not the best with quotes, but I will try my best.
That's fair enough. All of the quote lines, you will have 3 per character, and they will either be a taunt quote line or a like start of game quote line, whatever it's called. Gotcha. It won't be any like random shit that like one random god says to Thor, you know, because there's targeted taunts. I have a
question as well.
Okay.
So is this for the base skin or is this for other skins? Because like the skins quotes differ if it's base skin or other skins. Oh god.
My website didn't say anything about that. I don't
know. If it's from the Smite website, I feel like it should just be base quotes for base skins.
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll see, because sometimes the quotes do differ on skins, and each god has like a bunch of skins. So
okay.
So this could be very difficult for me, but that's okay. We're gonna try our best.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right, we'll go to number 1 here. Immortals have invaded my realm, and my children rebel against me. Dark days these are, but my strength shall bring resolution, and my lightning illumination.
Illumination. I already know it.
Do we
That's
need
Zeus.
to... Zeus? Okay.
But my strength shall bring retribution, and my lightning illumination. Yeah, I know that one.
Knows
that is
it.
Zeus.
Knows it like the back of her hand. We'll go... I'm just going to go line by line, and if you need more, then I'll, like, give you more. But don't be scared. The forest won't bite. It is afraid I will bite back.
Oh.
I can give you, since there are so many gods, I can give you...
There's 140 for people who don't know what SMITE is. There's 140.
I'm going to give you a guess after each of these clues, and if you fail all 3 guesses, then it'll be a fail on that question.
Okay.
So go ahead and take a guess after the first one.
My first, just forest, I don't know, I think Artemis.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Do you smell that? The raw stench of fates colliding and melding, wafting towards the future. Oh wait, nope, that's just me.
Huh. Stench of fates colliding and melding. Somebody's stinking. Somebody stinks. Ugh. I don't know, actually, after that one.
Okay. Your last one is, you have entered my domain, my forest. The only use for you is raw ingredients.
See, the only, now thinking of, different forest characters, I do think Terra as, a forest character, but, dude, this is tough.
Is Terra what you want to lock in?
No, not really.
I would focus maybe on this last line, I think, is going to be more
ingredients. Oh! Oh, it's Baba Yaga, isn't it?
It's Baba Yaga!
Yes! I was just thinking, I was like, wait a minute, I can hear her. Where she's like, oh, that's just me. Oh my god, beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, thank god. I was worried. I was like, I don't know. Okay, yeah. I think the ingredients part is really important.
Baba Yaga was the first character that I got diamond in SMITE.
Really?
Yeah.
I do a great Baba Yaga impression, just let it be known. I can sound like an old grandma.
I was going to say, are we going to put it out there for the world to hear?
I can. Are we ready? Hold on.
All right, we're ready.
Hello. Now leave me alone.
Beautiful. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
And SMITE 3, I would consider recasting your voice actor. It's
Thank you. I try.
Let's go into number 3 here. Number 2 stumped you a little bit.
It did, yeah. I mean, to be fair, the last year I've spent in SMITE 2, I haven't really touched SMITE 1 in a year.
That's fair.
So a lot of these characters that aren't in SMITE 2 might not be the freshest on my mind.
That's fair. Let's go into number 3 here. Sleeping under the water, descending from the sky, lingering in the minds of the mortals. I wait, I watch, I hunger.
Oh, this one's tough. Sleeping under the water, descending from the sky. Lingering in the mines? That makes me think Cthulhu?
Is that what you're locking in?
And now I second guess myself. I don't know. It's lingering in the minds of mortals. You all live on a placid.
Whoa! That's second sentence. Hold on.
Oh! I thought you said locking in overall. Just locking in for the first.
Oh yeah, for your first guess. Yeah.
Okay. I thought even overall. I was like, overall, I'm gonna need more time.
No.
First sentence, I would say, yeah, probably just Cthulhu comes to mind.
Okay.
Okay, because he's all about tormenting and yeah. Okay,
all
so
right.
you like Cthulhu? You're a Cthulhu enjoyer.
I stopped playing him pretty quickly. I didn't really understand it, but yeah, I played Cthulhu.
Yeah, his if you go for achievements, if you ever actually do SMITE achievements, his achievements pretty difficult. So
cool. Thanks for that. I appreciate that.
Just a little fun fact for you.
3 for 3, going on to number 4.
I just want to pass. Okay.
Such tiny things, with your little dreams and destinies, you have meddled with power you could never understand.
Okay, well, I kind of spoiled myself and read the second line, and so the world's serpent is Jormungandr. Yes. Yay! I kind of spoiled it.
I guess as long as you read the second sentence, whatever. But I should just have you not. You know what? Now you can't read ahead.
Okay, he closed stream. Now I have to listen. Fine. What if I'm a visual learner, Frosty?
That's why I gave you it, but you took advantage. So
Crack.
All right. Number 5, I'm pretty sure this is.
Okay.
It might be 4? No, I think it's 5.
I think it's 5.
It's 5. It's 5.
Yeah.
Did the gods think I would just sit idle and suffer? No, I will have my revenge.
Ooh.
Do you need a repeat since
reminds
can
me
you
of
read it now?
Now that I can't read it, I've had my privileges taken away. Oh. This could be a couple different ones for me.
Well, talk me through what you're thinking. You don't have to lock anything in as a first guess.
Okay. My first guess, just on like basis of what it is Tiamat, because she does like whenever she was first introduced, she was very like, well, now I have to fight on the battlegrounds because of these gods, blah. So it gives hindrance to that. But revenge? It makes me think it's like a newer age god, though. I might need a. Okay, I'll lock in Tiamat line 1. I don't think it is, but then we'll go line 2.
Yeah, it is not Tiamat.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna skip line 2 because I think line 2 will give it away more than line 3. So I'm gonna go line 3 here. I will make everyone feel my pain.
Is it Medusa?
It is Medusa. I didn't think that one would give it. The last one was look deep into my eyes, and I was like, okay, well, let's.
Because I remember she's like, I'll make them feel pain.
Yeah.
Like her big, like, nice.
5 for 5. You're doing pretty well in this one, too.
Thank you. I just want to pass. I don't care if I get perfect. I just want to pass.
There's a couple that are pretty dead giveaways. I'm not gonna lie. So it's
a couple of those have been like even the Baba Yaga one was difficult at first. I was like, oh, and then you're like ingredients. I was like, oh, okay, forest.
Yeah.
Old grandma trying to eat you in the forest.
So let's go into number 6 here. These ones all kind of give the same vibe, but I think you'll get them all pretty quickly. Time for your daily dose of vitamin D destruction.
Oh, that's raw.
Okay.
Yeah, time for your daily dose of vitamin D destruction.
Yeah.
I love Raw.
Raw is the second god I ever diamonded.
He's so fun, isn't he?
He's so easy.
If you haven't played any Smite 2, there's a new thing called aspects. You can like play the god differently. Please, if you love Raw, play his aspect. Your snipe, you can now move while you shoot it, and you can heal your allies while hurting gods. It's so fun. It's great.
There you go. Go play Smite 2 and use code Viixune at whatever Smite sells. That's
free to play.
We'll go question 7 here. You're on track for another perfect score, and I fucking swear to God, if you make me buy another tub of yellow snow.
No, you got to do that.
We'll go with once you are in my coils, there is no escaping.
Ooh. Okay. See, I think coil, and you're not repeating any gods, right?
I'm not repeating any gods.
Okay.
That would be crazy if I put your name in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I'm like, okay. God, all like the snaky gods are out though, I think. In my coil?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, could you repeat it?
Once you are in my coils, there is no escaping.
Ooh. That's a tough one.
Did you wanna burn a guess here? Or?
I'm just gonna burn a guess and say like Arachne, which I don't think it's Arachne, but
it is not Arachne. We'll go.
That's what I thought, but I need another one.
Your skills are hysterical.
Your skills are hysterical. Gosh, I curse you because all I think is Medusa, and we already did Medusa. Who is another snaky boy? We have Yorm snaky boy, Medusa snaky boy.
Pretty big starting snaky boy.
Yeah, I think I'm just blanking.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in Smite 2 or not, but
Probably not.
This was my first, what I would consider my first main god.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know. I'm so silly. I know that one. Kukulkan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he goes hysterical. He has like a little bit of a lisp.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Cuckoo.
That's a pass.
He is in Smite 2. I do know Cuckoo.
Okay. Yeah. That was...
Oh, now I hear him saying the coils line. Oh, I'm so silly. Because like in my mind, I think snake, and he's not really a snake, he's a serpent, which is like whatever, same kind of thing. But
that's fair enough.
In my mind, I was like, who was it? Gotcha. I'm so mad I missed that. He was like one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
I think I overthink it sometimes.
Before I started playing Baba Yaga and Ra, I was playing him nonstop for like at least 4 or 5 hours.
Well, his kit's very fun and he's very beginner friendly. Like he's not a super complicated character. You're like, okay, I have tornado, I spit, I go fast, and then I have big dragon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very straightforward.
So you got a passing score. You are on track for the 5 tubs of advanced GG right now.
Perfect.
If you get all 3 of these again, I'm gonna end the call and block you.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Not from me.
From somebody else, not from you.
I was like, don't expose me like that. Hold on a fucking second.
Not from you, somebody else.
I didn't call it block is crazy, but I don't know how well you're gonna do on the last ones because I'm not very familiar with these guys. So we'll go. No demons are safe from my fierce glare.
Ooh. That one's pretty tough, actually. No demons are safe from my fierce glare. That's a tough one. I don't know if I know that one off the bat. I'm gonna probably have to burn a guess here and just say Amaterasu. I don't think it's Amaterasu, but I'm just gonna burn a guess because I need another quote.
I'm not gonna attempt to say that. That's incorrect.
I'm gonna attempt to say.
First line or next line is Fiends of Hell beware.
Fiends of Hell beware.
It sounds like he's kind of a demon hunter a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's got to be something. Ooh. Now this is a tough one. This might be a character I don't play a lot of.
It might not be. I used to have a friend who played a lot of Smite, and this was one of his primary gods, but he said, I only like him because I don't see anybody else playing him. That might be a hint.
Interesting. Yeah, it's got to be somebody I don't really play that much of.
Did you want to try and make another guess?
So you said Fiends of Hell beware?
Fiends of Hell beware. And no demons are safe from my fierce glare. Sounds like he misses calling as a rapper.
What you want? Sorry. Let's see. I don't want to take too long because I know yeah, but I don't want to take too long. I'm just gonna guess because like I said, I already passed. Don't care about perfect. I'm gonna guess because there's a third quote, right?
There is, yeah.
Okay, so second guess, I'm gonna say, gosh, who's like a demon hunter, dude? I don't even know. I'm just gonna say Hachiman. Hachiman's like an Oni, and he's not. But
no, not that. Last line is gonna be despair, foul demons, the underworld calls. His lines are all very similar to each other.
They are. They really are.
I wouldn't think demon hunter if I saw him.
Okay.
To be fair, I would think like maybe Clash Royale character. It's very cartoonish gimmick to him.
I'm gonna kick myself in the butt for not knowing this. Yeah, this one's got me. I don't know.
I love that.
Cause you said, can you repeat the third line?
Yeah, despair, foul demons, the underworld calls.
Yeah, I don't know. The only underworld character I think is Hades, but obviously Hades looks like a demon himself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's got a very like puts the freaking demons in hell vibe.
Yeah.
Ooh, No, never mind. I was gonna say, because I don't think it's Jingqian or even Zhang Kui. Well, Zhang Kui does like the whole demons thing. Yeah, I feel like it could be Zhang Kui. I said Zhang Kui because he does expel demons and he has like a little sack of demons.
Yeah, it's fucking Zhang Kui.
I was like Jingqian Zhang Kui. I was like, wait, no, Zhang Kui does have his little bag of demons.
I couldn't stop smiling after you said it.
And then I looked at it, you were smiling. I was like, oh.
You're like, it might be. Yeah, it
I was
is.
like, I was like, actually, it could be. And then I was like, he does have a bag of demons. I looked down, and you're like, like, ooh, yay.
Oh,
yeah, I don't play a lot of Zhang Kui. Zhang Kui's a very like not popular character, which is, big sad.
Well, you still fucking got it, so that's cool. 8 for 8.
I had to talk myself through it. I was like, who's a demon like hunter? That makes sense.
Number 9. Let's see if you can keep this going here. Yes. A land in need of true saviors. The pen is laid to rest and the story begins once more.
Oh. The story gives very like Arthurian. And the pen is laid to rest. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say first guess, just King Arthur, just to get a second line.
Fair guess. Not King Arthur.
Okay.
You want to fight? I've already seen the outcome and it does not go in your favor.
Ooh, okay, someone who like knows the future. Another tough one. These are very good. You're doing very well. Knows the future. First line is about a pen, right?
Yes, a land in need of true saviors. The pen is laid to rest and the story begins once more.
And the second line?
You want to fight? I've already seen the outcome and it does not go in your favor.
And these are Smite 1 gods, right?
Correct.
Okay. Because I was like, this could be for Hecate, but that's in Smite 2.
Yeah.
So, already seen. Does not go. It's giving female vibes. Why? I don't know why. Second guess, I'm just gonna blow through it because I need a third line. I'm gonna say Kronos because he gives time and rewind and shit. So
it is. No, I'm just playing. It's not Kronos.
I'm gonna say I don't think it is. Yeah.
Third line, to an ignoramus such as yourself, anything I do would seem to be magic.
Wow, this is pretty difficult.
You like danced around it.
I think I have, yeah. Like I said, it feels feminine. It feels like she does, like it's probably a mage of some sort.
Kronos, the female mage.
It's tough though. I'm like thinking back to Smite 1 gods I haven't looked at in like a year.
That is fair.
There's like a time female. All I see is Hecate in my brain because I'm so Smite 2 right now.
It is okay to miss this one if you want to.
He goes, I don't want you to get perfect. No, that's fine. I don't care about perfect. I just wanted to pass. But I will kick myself in the butt for not knowing this off the top of my head. Am I on the right track of it being a female? Or are you not giving me that?
No, you're not on the right track of it being a female. You're on the right track with something else.
Oh. So it's not a female.
But you were on the right track with something else.
Probably like Kronos and time and all that. Or it could be... Because the only other Arthurians would be Morgan Le Fay, which she's all about revenge, or Merlin, which he's like magical. But... Hit me with the third line. Hit it with me one more time.
To an ignoramus such as yourself, anything I do would seem to be magic.
Why are you dying?
Sorry, it's just. Do you need me to read
Yeah.
that again without laughing through it?
An enigmaram. That's a big
An
word.
ignoramus such as yourself,
Ignoramus.
anything I do would seem to be magic.
I'm just gonna say Merlin. I don't think it's Merlin, but I'm just gonna say Merlin.
It's Merlin.
You're lying.
No, it's
Don't,
Merlin.
don't lie to me.
It's Merlin.
I can't see the presentation. I don't
I
know if he's
know.
lying.
It's Merlin.
Oh my god, it is! That's right off the bat, I was like storybook. I was like, I'm thinking like King Arthur, because like the Arthurian
that's where
pantheon.
I was trying to lead you
Got
back to
you.
Arthurian, and then
Okay.
I started dying because you said, oh,
Magic with
and because you said, Merlin's kind of magic, and it sounds
I was
like
like, Merlin
anything I
does like
do
the
would seem to
spells
be
and stuff.
magic.
Magic.
And then I started dying because the line had magic
Wow.
in it. All right, I'll let
Perfect.
you see this for the last one.
Okay.
Our deeds shall be written in legend.
Our deeds shall be written in. I'll only look at the first line, I promise. Our deeds shall be written in legend. Ooh. Okay, so it has to be someone who cares about, like, you know, the. Not publicity, but. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop streaming for a second because I forget who it is.
You're fine, you're fine. Our deeds shall be written in legend. Hmm. Okay, first line, I'm gonna say Mulan.
Not Mulan.
Okay.
Decent track though. A new age begins now, and there is no room for evil within it.
Okay. New age begins, the room for evil within it. Also a character I don't really play, I feel.
It is possible.
Okay, second guess, I'm gonna say Bologna.
Not that. I don't know what that
Okay.
is, but not that.
Not that.
The final line: "This blade is sharp. Don't say I didn't warn you."
Ooh, okay. This blade is sharp. Don't say I didn't warn you. That's almost not helpful because so many characters have
Yeah.
like some sort of sword or like
Yeah, you weren't supposed
shuriken
to get this far,
or
so
axe. Oh,
this
do
wasn't
I
supposed
get
to
it wrong on
be.
purpose? No.
No.
No room for evil. So okay, they're like a good character. Deed shall be written in legend, so they care about being like a good character written in legend. Blade is sharp. Because see, my first guess was Mulan because I thought like she's all about like legend and
Yeah.
you know stuff like that.
I
Like,
don't know a lot
she's
about this
someone with
character, but I
change.
think you are on the right track with Mulan.
Okay. Blade is sharp. Don't say I didn't warn you. And if someone who's almost like remorseful too, it's like I don't want to kill you, but I will.
Could be taken that way. I have no fucking idea about this character, to be honest.
He says, I don't know. Did you just like grab a random character?
Yeah. Random number generator, actually.
There. Oh, okay, okay. Of course, the random number generator didn't pick any characters that I'm really well known with, but good enough. There's 140, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Blade is sharp. I think who has like swords. I feel like it's like a woman warrior. I'm not even gonna look at you because I don't want any hints, but I feel like it's like a woman warrior. It's like
I'll
it's
just
like
keep smiling, and then you'll never know.
exactly. There you go. Just you're doing great. It's sharp. Don't say I didn't warn you. I might just have to guess this one. I genuinely don't know this one. You got me stumped. Even talking through it.
Love to hear that.
He's like great. It's probably a character I don't play a lot of. Because I was thinking because I said Mulan and Bellona because they're both like female warriors with blades. But
maybe less on track of like female warrior and just on track of like Mulan vibe.
Okay. Mulan vibe. I don't think I really know. I think you got me kind of stumped on this one. I'm gonna say you so love my struggle.
I love you guys being here, but I don't want you to win anything if I'm being honest.
Even if I got 10 out of 10, I wouldn't expect anything just because I'm a good fiend for trivia. Gosh, I'm gonna kick myself in the butt for not knowing this. I know I will. Deed shall be written in legend. All I hear is Mulan saying that, and like now that I know she doesn't say that, it gives me so much like what?
They could have a shared line. I have no idea.
Probably not. It's probably just in my head. Our deed shall be written in legend. I feel like I've heard the last line before, but I don't remember who says it. Like, this blade's sharp. Don't see I didn't warn you, but I don't remember who says it. I'm gonna say last guess, and I don't think it's this. I'm gonna say King Arthur. He sigh of relief. Guan Yu. Okay, I see why you said Mulan vibes. I see now. Yeah, another character that I don't really ever play. I only really play him in Assault if I have to. Guan Yu. Wow.
I planned it out from the beginning. I knew you never played Guan Yu. I fucking knew it.
That was good. That was good.
Okay.
W minigame though. Well done.
It's good. I mean, you almost got another 100%, so obviously it wasn't too difficult. It's
close.
You're doing by far the best out of anyone that I've had do mini games so far, though. So,
okay, great.
Cool. Yeah, I gotta make them harder. No, getting voice lines of SMITE gods is genuinely impressive. Like, there are not many people that I think could have done that well.
And like some of my like talk through, even Guan Yu's, I'm still thinking like, because a lot of times too, I don't play the base skins of the characters. So you don't hear those voice lines unless you play the base skins of the characters. I play other skins for like Guan Yu, for example. So it's like, that's why those, I was like, I don't know. Like a lot of it's just like deducing like, okay, legend, like I see why you say Mulan because it's like the same like Chinese pantheon. So I see why you said that. But I was just like, I could have swore it was like a female warrior. But I was right on the warrior aspect. It was a warrior. Yeah. He's a warrior. But
so moving past Pokemon very quickly again, we've seen you play games like Palia, Stardew, Pal World, and a lot of other games that fall under the familiar cozy games category. Do you have intentions in 2025 to explore outside of like the cozy games and like the very small horror game realm that you currently are comfortable with? Any new games that you have your eyes on to dip into in 2025?
Not really entirely sure on that. That's a great question. I would say like a lot of the games, like you said, like I do find myself drawn to, obviously besides SMITE, besides anything Pokemon, it is those like kind of cozier, like niche type games. And I would say any new games coming out in like that genre, I would definitely be interested in. Like I know, listen, don't judge me. Hello Kitty Island Adventure comes out in like a few days.
Not judging.
Shut up.
Not
Thank
judging.
You. Super cozy, super cute. But in terms of like overall games, like I know Monster Hunter's coming out. I've just never been like a big Monster World person. Yeah. Monster Hunter, you know. Even as big as like GTA 6, I don't really have plans to play it. Like I
GTA 5.
Yeah. I loved GTA 5.
I never played it.
That's wild. I used to like as soon as like I would get off school, I would run home. My friends would be on GTA 5 every night for like a year religiously. Like we loved that game. It's just been so long that I don't care anymore.
That's
Like
fair.
it's literally been so long that like I don't care about GTA 6.
That's
I just,
fair.
you know. So in terms of other games coming out this year, I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to anything. If something pops up where I'm like, oh, that looks cool, I might try it. Like Subnautica 2 coming out. That's something I
I
will
didn't
try
even
because
hear about that.
I did beat Subnautica 1 on the channel. Loved Subnautica 1. Super great game. If you haven't played it, you need to play it.
Sure, 100%
One of my
it is,
favorite,
though.
like, do it. One of my favorite story games, like, of all time. So I will play that. And that kind of goes into, like, it's not really cozy. It's not really, like, horror, but it's kind of, like, an in-between.
Yeah.
It has, like, survival aspects. It has, like, horror game aspects.
Yeah, I would call it
'Cause, like,
survival horror.
yeah, exactly. So, but in terms of other games, not too much on the radar, really.
Is there
Except
like
Pokemon.
a style of content that you want to like try this year? Because like being a Pokemon fan as much as you are, I know you've seen a fair amount of Pokemon creators, and Pokemon is very male dominant. Like
Yeah.
it is very overran by males, and arguably like two primary groups that kind of like co-mesh with each other, and they do like very clickbaity shit all the fucking time. But a very standout female in that group that I think you give a very like similar vibe to, that I would love to see you get into this area of content. I would love to see like a Jaden animations kind of thing from you. I would
Ooh.
love to see animation content from you. I think it would absolutely kill.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, because like I did go to school for that.
And that's
It's
why I
just
said it from when you said that earlier.
yeah,
So
it definitely because I do love Jaden. They post great content,
yeah,
but like animation it's a lot. Like for people who have never done animation,
it
you're
is a
like, oh, that's
lot.
not too bad. You just draw it. For reference, one of my probably my least favorite class I've ever taken was a traditional hand drawn animation class.
Fuck.
And you had to say for like even like a 10-second animation of hand drawn, it would literally take forever. Like it would take me like days and days, multiple all-nighters of just drawing and then laying it all together. And animation's a lot. And like people who do animations like that need some like
Yeah.
props because it's a lot. I don't know if I would ever do much like that. If I did, it might be like more shorts based, like something smaller. Because I'd probably get too overwhelmed of like, oh god, I gotta stream, and then because like I plan to just keep like a consistent stream schedule. So like anything I do extra, like I've recently filmed and in the like current state of editing, some shorts for Pokemon TCG, like opening up like physical cards. I've always loved the cards and stuff. Always collected them since I was a little kid. So uploading content like that, I would love to just like rip packs all day and just like go over cards and stuff. That's something I definitely want to explore more this year. And then I'll probably do some more like long form content, like videos, of whatever new Pokemon game comes out, whether it's Pokemon Legends ZA, whatever it's gonna be. I really love shiny hunting, so I'll probably focus maybe on shiny hunting. Maybe like shiny hunting live streams and then turn that into videos or something
Make it
like
like an
that.
A drive kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I like some shiny hunting.
Yeah, so I mean, we're just on this topic of Pokemon. You know, you've been playing it for a while. Shiny hunting, Let's Plays,
Yes,
Pokemon
sir.
Go, TCG. Did you get yourself a Prismatic Evolutions box?
I did.
You did.
I got
That's
two
insane.
I got two ETBs, and this was all at the store, like MSRP price, not like eBay
What
or
the
scalping.
fuck? How?
Yeah, waited at Target for 2 hours for this guy to
Oh
stock
my
stuff.
god.
Yeah, so and nobody was pushing, everybody was very nice. It was a very good experience. Two ETBs, a binder collection, a poster collection, and then 3 sticker packs.
That's insane.
And I didn't pull anything. $200 just down the
That is
drain.
fucking rough, my guy.
And I will post some shorts on that. My first one already went out today. The pull rates are absolutely horrendous. Like I should have just printed out 2 little Benjamins and thrown them in the toilet, flushed it, because oh my god, the pull rates are so bad. It's rough. You can see my frustration in the video. I'm like, ah.
Um,
You're like,
like me when you get a perfect score in the mini games.
my bag.
But anyways, whole lot of Pokemon. So much Pokemon planned for your content that some may consider you an expert.
I could be a Pokemon master, depending on the subject, of course. Could be.
This one, okay.
If this one's like really specific, I'm gonna cry.
Beings, it was a shared like love for Pokemon. I made this a mini game that I could have passed. Like
Okay.
I could perfect this quiz.
Okay. If it's really niche, like which Pokemon weighs 245.75
No, it's not. I really
pounds,
considered doing that to you.
I'm like, bro, come on now.
I was
man,
gonna do a who's that Pokemon and be like, no, it's a stack of Pikachus. Like I was gonna do one of those to you. Like,
oh, I'd be so rough. I'd cry.
No, I made it pretty fucking easy, but I am gonna have a Pokemon like trolled Pokemon Jeopardy video that I want to do in the future, and I would love to have you on because I think it would be absolutely hilarious.
That would be great.
So at the beginning, I said there's going to be 3 quizzes with 10 questions. And I said one of them is going to be a little bit nicheified to you directly. You can see for this one, this is the Pokemon Master Quiz Kanto version. You will be shown an image of all 8 gym leaders in Kanto with their original red and blue sprites.
Oh, okay.
Each gym leader will have...
I might be cooked.
will have the same 5 questions attached to them. You have to know their name, the location you battle them in, their badge name, their ace Pokemon, and the TM that you receive when you beat them. You got this. You got this.
Think so how many of those do I have to get right? I have to get 4 out of 5? You have to get
4 out of 5 of each of those.
Okay.
For it to be considered a correct answer on that gym leader.
Okay, for preface, it's been a while since I've played Gen 1. I think the last Gen 1 game I played was probably Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu.
This is the only way that I would have known you had the correct answers without constantly going back and forth through the slides. Because Gen 1 is my shit. If you get 6 out of 8, you pass.
Okay.
If you get 8 out of 8, you make me lose more money, and we're still not friends.
I'm definitely not gonna get 8 out of 8.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I'll be okay with some of them. Like I know the Kanto gym leaders. Ace Pokemon, kinda, yeah.
You have it. This is Gen 1. This should be super like name.
Name, location, badge name. I kind of know. Ace, I have an idea. TM, I probably won't know too much of.
Keep in mind the TM pool is literally like 60 moves in this game.
That's true. That's true.
Like, so you should be able to, yeah.
Okay, well that's Brock.
Okay.
He's in Pewter City.
Okay.
I believe his badge is the Boulder badge.
Okay.
His ace, let's see, he has like what, a Geodude, and then his ace is Onyx.
Okay.
TM's kind of tough. Okay, so it's too early. You wouldn't get...
All of the TMs are learned by their aces in this game. Keep that in mind.
Oh, that's right. It's not like, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember now from even from Let's Go, I think they had that in there. It's not Rollout because I always... Sorry, Rollout, I think Whitney's Miltank. Fuck Whitney's Miltank. Anyway.
I'll accept 2 answers here because the TM changes from Fire Red to Leaf Green. Fire Red, Leaf Green from Red.
Okay, so you put 2 different ones.
I only put 1, but I know what all of them are for Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Well, I'm proud of you. Look at that.
Thanks.
I think his Onyx gets... is it Bide? I think it gets Bide. Because I remember when you're like first starting out, that move is very fucking scary because you're like, why is he building energy? So I'm gonna I think I got the other 4, so I'm just gonna say that's final answer.
I think you nailed that.
That's... Fine! Oh, thank God. Oh, okay.
You made it past Pewter City. Moving on.
If I didn't get past Brock, I would be so mad. And I think I know. And I don't know if you're putting them in order. We'll see.
I'm putting them in order.
It's Misty. Okay, so that's Misty. She's in Cerulean City.
Okay.
Her badge is the Cascade badge because there's like the little waterfall area. Her ace is, I think it's a Starmie. Yeah, because it has like a really scary fucking psychic type move. Okay, so Misty, Cerulean City, Cascade badge, Starmie's the ace. TM. Oh, TM's tough here.
It's a pretty crazy TM, I'm not gonna lie.
Because you said it's known by her Pokemon. I feel like it's either like Water Pulse or like Bubble Beam or something. I'm just gonna say Bubble Beam. I don't know. I think I got the other 4, so we're just the TMs are rough. Oh my god. How am I doing?
And Water Pulse is the Fire Red Leaf Green move, so.
Is it? Okay. I was like, I think it's one of the other, but I don't remember which one it is, and I just guessed.
Nailed it.
Because I remember Water Pulse so many fucking times fighting her, I would get confused.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
Yeah. Like confused, hit yourself, psychic or Psybeam or whatever the fuck it had.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck, man?
And like if you do it yourself, like I would never get confuse them. But then every time her Pokemon would confuse me with it, and then I would hit myself. And
Absolutely
I'm like, okay.
brutal.
Sick, bro.
All right. Question 3.
Ooh, okay, so this is Lieutenant Surge.
Okay.
Who look at that sprite. Oh my god. I haven't seen these old sprites in a long time.
Fucking caked up.
And I think he's so thick, and for what? Okay, so Lieutenant Surge, I think he's in Vermilion City. His badge, I think it's just like the Thunder badge. I think it's like something really stupid, straightforward, instead of like I'm pretty sure Thunder badge. Ace. Oh. Ooh. I think it's just I'm thinking of like Pokemon cards because I have like all the old Pokemon cards that have like their Pokemon, if that makes sense. I think his ace is just Raichu because I think he has a Pikachu of. Does he have a Voltorb? Because I don't think he has an Electrode. And I think it's his ace is Raichu. Okay, TM.
This is like the only one I was confident you would know for the TM.
I'm pretty sure he gives you one of the strongest, if not the strongest, first gen lightning moves, which would just be Thunderbolt. Because I think his Raichu knows Thunderbolt, and it smacks like a bitch every time. Yep. It smacks like a bitch every time. Literally every time. That shit hurts so bad.
I just remember it because he's in the anime, he's like, Raichu, hit him with the Thunderbolt. It fucking
hit him with the Thunderbolt.
Because it's so fucking dumb, dude.
Oh my gosh, this is the best girl. This is Erica. I love Erica. And she is in Celadon City. Her badge is because I have the old badge set somewhere, like all the badges. Is hers the why am I blanking? I think it's the rainbow badge. Because I think it's the one that has like the colors on it, which has got to be the rainbow badge. Her ace. So she has like I think she has a Tangela. I'm thinking of like the Pokemon cards too. The Pokemon cards is really helping me. Why? I don't know. She has Erica's Vileplume, and then Erica's Victory Bell. I think her ace is the Vileplume. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Vileplume because I think she sends out either Tangela or Victory Bell first. Ooh, okay. And then last is TM. TM's a tough one because I don't remember. Basic moves they have would be like, oh wait, now I gotta think back. I don't even think Giga Drain was a move yet. I don't think Giga Drain came out until like years later. And I don't think she gives you a TM for like a spore or anything because that'd be kind of stupid. Poison powder. Yeah, here's a TM for poison powder. I'm like, bro, come on, man. What are we doing here?
Bro, I have a Charizard. You just gave me fucking poison powder.
Honestly, Gen 1 games, though, were kind of rough. So, like, it wouldn't be something I'd put past them. So, I don't think Giga Drain was a thing. Because I remember my Torterra had Giga Drain, but that's Gen 4. Way, way, way after. So, it'd have to be... And I don't think she gives you Vine Whip. Because I think Vine Whip's like a base 40 move. 40 power. Like, it's very weak in Gen 1. So, I think she gives you... Maybe even weaker than that. 20? I don't know. It's very weak. I feel like it's got to be... I don't think she gives you Solar Beam. I think Solar Beam's too OP. It's got to be like Mega Drain or I don't know what else it'd be because there's no Giga Drain. I think it's like got to be like Mega Drain.
Locking that in?
I think I get the others correct, so yes, I think I have to lock those in. Celadon. Rainbow. It is the rainbow. Okay, because I remember, like I said, I had the little set.
I'm really trying to not like hint with my face or anything. So like yeah,
I'm trying to look away
rainbow,
too, because
yeah.
like I don't want it to seem like I'm like drawing from you. So
Oh, you're good. I gotta get better at this.
you gotta get a better poker face.
Yeah,
yeah,
I do. All right, 4 for 4.
Not bad. Call me Wendy's.
You got 4 left. That okay. So you got 4 left. Question 5.
Oh, okay. I know this one quite well because I just love Koga. Koga's like super cool. So this is Koga. And Koga is in Fuchsia City. Very cool. I haven't played Gen 1 in so long. I need to do like a Gen 1 replay. Because like I said, like besides Let's Go, it's been a while since I played Gen 1. Like I mean the most I played Gen 1, besides like the OG games, was probably like Heart Gold Soul Silver, like whenever you beat Johto and you go over to Kanto.
Frosty, Vix,
Yes.
Gen 1 Soul Link randomizer.
Oh my god, that'd be fire. That'd be we'd be unstoppable.
I'd be so down with that.
Yeah, that'd be lit. I'm down. Okay, badge name. I think it's something weird. It's like, let's see, the Boulder badge, Cascade badge, Thunder Rainbow. Oh, isn't it like the Soul badge? I think it's something like weird, like cool, but like you wouldn't think of it like with Koga. Okay, his ace. He has like a coughing. I think he has a muck. I think this is the part where it starts to kind of ramp up. Like you have like instead of like 2 or 3 Pokemon, I think he has like I don't think he has 5. He has like 3 or 4. I think he has the coughing, muck, and I feel like his ace is it's got to be like a wheezing. Because I remember at some point in the future, I don't think it's those games. I think it's other games. He gets like a. No, I'm just thinking of the Pokemon cards. Never mind. Because in the Pokemon cards, he has like it's like Koga's Arbok or Koga's. Yeah, I think I'm just go with his aces wheezing. Oh, TM. I don't think he gives you Sludge Bomb because I don't even know if Sludge Bomb was it a thing in Gen 1? Dude, it's been too long. I don't think he gives you like something stupid like imagine he gives you Poison Sting. Poison Powder. Oh wait, Poison Powder. I think he might give you Toxic now that I think about it because I think his Wheezing has Toxic. And I think I've lost a couple Mons in locks to Toxic because Toxic does way too much after a couple turns. Okay, I'm gonna lock all that in.
Especially Gen 1, because Toxic badly poisons in Gen 1.
Yeah, it does.
Crazy.
And so that shit hurts. Bad. And plus when you're walking, it hurts. Yes, let's go. Because like when you're walking, like it even hurts you after
so
a battle.
Unlocks.
And so like I've lost so many months because I forgot. Because like in new age games that doesn't happen. I've forgotten so many locks that like after you're walking and then you die and I'm like, oh no. It's like literally forgot.
Because I always like to keep it mixy, so I don't just do like locks. I do like no item locks, and I'm like,
oh.
I can't make it to the Pokemon Center.
you're just
I'm like,
cooked.
okay,
like,
cool. Well, now I had to throw my
We're
fucking
done.
Charizard away with Poison Powder. Cool. Oh, fucking goddamn. Fucking. Thanks, Erica. Anyways,
real.
All right, you're 5 for 5 right now.
Okay.
And I think the last 3 are probably some of the most recognizable, other than Brock and Misty. Like you kind of got those middle, like muddy.
Yeah, because like I know Erica. I love Erica. Koga is one that like probably most people would have a hard time with. I've always liked like Koga's like been super cool. He's always been a pain in the ass because of the toxic. But yeah, and then like Surge is like a little. I feel like most people remember him for his Raichu, but like he's also one that like could be difficult to place him.
Yeah. Well, let's go into number 6 here. This is for the pass.
Oh my god. One of my best girls. It's Sabrina. I love Sabrina.
Best girl is fucking insane. She fucking shrinks people and makes her fucking child self play with them in a dollhouse.
Okay. I do have on VHS tape the one where like they're stuck in the city of like her like mind, which is really cool. But she's like dope though. She has like some of the best Pokemon cards, like Sabrina's Gengar, Sabrina's Alakazam. She has some really cool cards. Okay, anyway, so that's obviously Sabrina. She's from Saffron City. Her badge is also weird. Badge names like trip me up sometimes. So there's Rainbow Soul. Isn't hers like something? Because I feel like some of them are like on like the like Boulder, right? Like come on, Cascade, like that's kind of on the nose. But like I feel like some of them, like even Thunder's on the nose, like Soul isn't. And then I think hers is Marsh, like a Marsh badge. I don't know why, but like it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Her ace is definitely Alakazam. As much as even though like in the parts in the anime it shows like a hunter.
Cadaver.
And even like a Gengar. Yeah, it's definitely Alakazam. Because Alakazam, oh my god, he's such a bitch to deal with. Okay, now for TM. TM's tough. I don't remember what Alakazam knows. I think this is this before Psychic? Because obviously like one of the strongest Psychic type moves is Psychic. What is it before Psychic? It's I don't think that Psybeam's like a I feel like it's like a later Psybeam or what's the other Psy one? Psywave? Psybeam or Psywave? Okay, I'm just gonna have to I'm just gonna go with one of those. I because I don't think psychics. Okay, it was Psywave. Because I'm thinking like I used to have a Girafarig. This I know this is Gen 2, but Girafarig has like Psybeam.
Yeah.
I didn't remember if it was like before because I don't think you get Psychic.
Yeah, I think it was Psywave and Psyshock in Gen 1.
Psyshock. I always forget Psyshock. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that was Mewtwo exclusive.
Later. That makes more sense. That does make more sense.
Yeah. All right. Well,
gotcha.
Passing score on track and probably doing well enough.
I'm doing better than I expected. I remember more Gen 1 than I thought I did.
Yeah, Gen 1. If you know it, it stuck with you. So
that's true. Sometimes I just doubt myself, so I've like talked myself through things. That makes sense. That's
fair. Let's go to number 7 here.
Oh my god, is that Mr. Blaine, Mr. Baldman, Mr. Clean? So that's Blaine. I believe he's on Cinnabar Island. Badge. Well, obviously he's fire type, so it's got to be like it's not lava. I think it's volcano badge. Ooh, his ace. I think just from cards even, I'm pretty sure it's Arcanine. I remember the anime. Go Arcanine. Ooh, okay, move's tough. Because like I said, I don't think it's straight up like flamethrower. What are the strongest fire attacks? Gen 1. I don't think you get flamethrower. I think it's something. Was this even better than flamethrower? Which one that has shit accuracy? Because remember that he always misses. I think it's Fire Blast. Is it Fire Blast? It is Fire Blast.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I should have made it like 5 out of 5.
because well the TM's like still iffy. Like I feel like I still miss some even though I've got them all right. But like flamethrower has too good accuracy. I'm pretty sure Fire Blast like isn't its accuracy like not as good?
Yeah, it's like 70.
Yeah, and I remember like he would go Fire Blast and it just misses, and I'm like, ooh.
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 All right. Well, you're 7 for 7, and on track for another perfect score, which is cool.
Which is cool.
The most unenthusiastic host ever.
This one's difficult though. I know who it is, obviously, and I know the only things I'm not sure are the ace and the TM. Obviously, that's Giovanni, because you get to the end and you're like, oh, what? It's Giovanni. What? Rocket Leader. Who is that? Location's Viridian City. One of the most iconic places, I feel like, from Gen 1. Badge name.
Viridian City.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Badge name, I think his is weird too, because like he technically is like most people think Giovanni, like you think like his Persian, right? So you're like, oh, he's normal, but he's like a earth type, ground type person. So I think it's the earth badge. Now his ace is tough. I'm thinking of Pokemon cards again. I was just looking at this last night because I only need like 5 to complete one of my gym challenge sets. He has like a Giovanni's Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Giovanni's.
I feel like you cheated. You were studying your Pokemon cards.
Okay, no,
I know. This was
because obviously, I
you didn't.
wouldn't know.
You didn't have the script yet. That's insane.
Though I really didn't have a script or anything last night. No, I was looking at my cards because I was looking at what sets I'm close to completing. And I was looking at like Evolving Skies, which is like newer age. But then I was looking at my old cards. I was like, I only need 5 cards to complete my gym challenge set. One of the cards I need is Giovanni's Nidoking, which is right next to Giovanni's Nidoqueen. So I was like, oh, okay. No, that is wild though. That's like a weird, yeah, that's wild. But I don't remember if Nidoqueen's his ace or not. I know he has one, but I don't remember if it's his ace. Or it could be, oh, there's also Giovanni's Rhydon. And I think he has like does he have like a Doug trio? I don't remember which one is his ace. I'll try to get back to that. The TM, honestly, I'm not sure on the TM. I feel like he gives you, obviously I don't think he'll give you Earthquake because Earthquake's, they never give you TMs that are like the best moves, at least in the early games. They give you like the weird off ones, but I don't remember which ground move it is. I don't even think things like Eruption or Rock Slide for rock types. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Ace because I TM's stumping me. Ace, I'm just gonna say I don't think it's Nidoqueen. I'm gonna have to go Rhydon. Because I don't remember him throwing out Nidoqueen last, but I don't remember if it was Rhydon either. But I think Nidoqueen was like his 3rd or 4th Pokemon he would throw out. I don't remember if he had a Nidoking or not. I think he does. Yeah, he does. But I don't think it's his ace either. I think they're like super high level though. Because remember they kept once again, I would get poisoned and then I would get messed up by everything else. Nidoqueen and Nidoqueen were pretty good. I'm gonna have to go Rhydon. I'm pretty sure he had a Rhydon later on. I don't remember if now that I'm thinking it's between Nidoking or Rhydon. I'm just gonna have to guess Rhydon. And then TM, honestly, TM's kind of a stumper. Because I don't think he gives you Earthquake. Does he give you something crazy? Like, oh, what's the move? What's the move called? It's like the one shot ground move. Doesn't he give you something like a one-shot ground move? Because I feel like he uses it at some point, and it's like a 30% accuracy, and that shit almost always misses. But then the one time it hits, you get one shot by something. I feel like he had a Doug Trio, and his Doug Trio kept using this on me. I think it's Fissure. I feel like he gives you Fissure. Are we correct? I'm just gonna lock it in. Okay, the Rhydon, I 1000% was going back and forth between Nidoking and Rhydon because he has both and they're both like super high level and I don't remember which one was which, but he does in fact have the Rhydon as his ace. Oh my god. I don't remember what level it is. I think it's like level it's gotta be close to 60.
For all the people at home, yes, I am just as sus about what just happened as you guys are. That is, it's like Rhydon, Nidoking, and then like looks down and it's Rhydon. I think it's Rhydon. Yeah.
Yeah. I had it up on my weird triple monitor.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Out of all of the quizzes, you literally missed one question.
Which I'm so mad about. Because I'm a perfectionist.
Fuck you.
I'm still mad about it.
Cool, dude. All right. Well, as much fun as that was, it's time to lock in. We're getting to the mental health portion of the podcast. and we are already 30 minutes over planned scheduling time.
My bad. I'm a yapper.
No, you're good, dude. We're gonna go through mental health. We're gonna take it seriously, but we're going to push through it maybe faster than we have on past episodes. We're gonna start a little easier and then get pretty fucking deep pretty quick. So for everyone at home, this is the point of the podcast where I warn you if you are uncomfortable with hearing like suicide stories, any overcoming drug addiction, any stories of sexual assaults, anything like that. If any of that triggers you, I encourage you to click off of the podcast now and resume your podcasting needs elsewhere, because this is going to get pretty heavy. It is as unrestricted as we can possibly get, and it is very real. So I don't want anyone to fall into something going from Pokemon to going into an extreme trigger.
Fair.
But it starts out pretty light. I just warn you guys all of the things I just said. So we'll start off decently easy for you. Does your family approve of content creation as a passion for you?
I would say yeah. I mean, I think at first, like, everyone's definitely skeptical. Like, the biggest question I get when I tell people what I do is, can you even make money from that? Like, I hear that. Oh my God, more than people would know. But like, I would say overall, yeah. Like, I think at first, like I said, everybody's like, are you sure? Like, come on, you just went to college for 4 years. Like, you had like a 4.0 GPA in college, like valedictorian, top of your class. Are you sure this is what you want to do? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay. But I think over the years, like, as you know, as my community's grown, as you know, channels have grown, as I've hit some accomplishments, like, more and more people are like, oh, okay, that's actually really cool. Like, you know, like my parents will pop into streams sometimes, like my closest friends will pop into my streams, and like it's really cool to like kind of see both of that merge together.
Yeah.
And to see like people, you know, like especially like, you know, you think approval, you think like your parents, obviously,
Yeah.
right? So it's like it is kind of tough to be like, you know, I could have done more, I could have whatever, but I've always said, as long as I can remember, like, I will always do the best I can, but I just want to be happy, you know, and whatever that means for me is different from what it means to you or to someone else.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing is, like, am I happy doing what I'm doing? Like, I could, you know, have probably a 6-figure job right now, but I might be miserable, you know? And so that's like what I always go back and tell people is like, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I love to do what I do. The fact that I can make a living doing it is like even better. But yeah, I mean, I would say for the most part, everybody's pretty like, okay, cool. Like, I didn't know you could actually, you know, make a career out of that. Or I didn't know you could actually make a living doing that. And I feel like more so than not, like, at first you definitely get like the, what, you know,
Yeah.
like that's what you do. But I think if
Yeah.
anything,
Oh,
it
you're one
opens
of
like,
those. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, but I feel like more than anything, like it opens more people's eyes into like what content creation can be.
Yeah, 100%. When you first started out, and even evolving into now, I mean, more now it acts more as like a job for you, maybe more of a source of income than when you first originally planned. But what role does content creation play in your life?
I would say it's definitely a big part of my life. Like it's, and I'm not, you know, I would like to be more focused on like videos and, you know, long form creation and being a content creator overall. Um, I just find like it's so weird. Like I find myself being a lot more comfortable as like a streamer than like someone who like sits down, records something, edits it, posts it, which is weird because I feel like with editing you get more leeway. Like if you mess up, if you say something like, you know, bad, or if you say something
True.
wrong, or like if you like, you know, twist your words, and like me, like I jumble up my words all the time, and like I say like weird like I get it from my mom. Like she says like instead of pterodactyl, like she said like attack-a-daryl. Like she just says stuff backwards and it's so funny. But like, you know, if you're recording and you say something like that and you're like, oh, that sounds stupid. Like you can kind of edit it out or change it or whatever. But like if you're live streaming, like that's just it's there instantly. Like it's out there, right?
Yeah.
But it's like even to like open those like Pokemon cards over the weekend and like record that, like I was so nervous. I get so nervous to record stuff and I don't know why. I'm just like terrified to record stuff. Live streaming, I could hit go live anytime and I'm like, hey, what's up? Whatever, you know, it is
Yeah,
what it
it's
is.
crazy because you would think that the most comfortable part of creating videos for you would be the recording part because
Nope.
you do that for 8 hours a day, like every day. It's
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I don't know, live streaming and like recording is just so like, I don't know, for me. Like my brain, I'm like, oh, I'll just live stream and hey, what's up? How's it going? I guess for me, my brain sees live streaming as like you're hanging out with your friends and just like playing games,
fair.
chatting, having a good time. Recording is like, oh, this could go like beyond my small bubble of people I know
That's
into the
fair.
vast unknown. So, but yeah, I think it plays a large portion. You know, I mean, it takes up. I usually stream Monday through Fridays, usually around the same time, like 7 p.m. to like 11 midnight. And that doesn't sound like a very long time because like I used to stream from like 11 p.m. to like 8 a.m., which is a long time and very degen hours.
Still
But
20,
yeah, I
25
mean,
hours a week. Like it's
yeah, exactly, right? Like, you know, people usually put in like 40 hours plus at a job and then try to record and edit and stream.
yeah.
And I applaud people who do that, for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's still a big part of, you know, I try to always think about, "Oh, well, I could do a short about this, or, you know, maybe in the future I'll do videos about this or whatever. But yeah, I try to stay consistent with it and
Yeah.
try to keep it at least like in the back of my head, no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
100%. Now you've accomplished a lot over your time as a creator. Can you tell me about the time that you started taking yourself seriously as a content creator? Like what was your proud moment that was really like, fuck yeah, I'm doing it. And fuck everyone who said I wasn't going to.
I mean, this sounds so generic and it's such a basic answer, but probably when I got Twitch partner is when I was like, wow, okay, like I'm like, and granted, for the record, for everybody out there, getting Twitch partner really doesn't mean anything, unfortunately, anymore. You don't get a higher split, you don't get literally anything except a checkmark by your name and a little bit of validation. Um, but it is that validation where you're like, oh, okay, like maybe, you know, not only am I seeing myself as like, wow, I could actually like make it, but like other people could see you and be like, oh wow, they're partner, like that's cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like I've had several times where people in my chat are like, how'd you get partner, like what would you recommend, you know. And it's like you don't see yourself as someone that someone else could go to for advice because like you don't even see yourself on that like
Yeah,
level
I feel
until
you.
you are. Yeah, and then people are asking you questions and you're like, oh, I guess I could give like an insight to this.
Yeah.
um but yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's not really fake it till you make it, but it's just, you know, I mean, I streamed really weird hours while I was in college and somehow I got Twitch partner doing it. So after that, I'm like, okay, maybe I could actually be a full-time streamer. Not bad.
She's extremely humble, guys. She's
No, I'm
like
not being so.
it's like,
You
I
should see my.
honestly
You
have
should
no
have
idea
seen
how the fuck
my.
I got here, man. It's
True.
like,
I mean, you should see my setup when I first started. I have a picture of it. It's
dude, when you were talking
interesting.
about it, I was gonna comment on that. I was sitting on a KitchenAid box. My desk was a fold-out table from Walmart.
Yep.
I was using a mouse that I literally grabbed from out of the back of a dumpster from GameStop. Like
Wow.
I
You get it. You get
was
it.
I
Yeah.
was trashy.
That's what I'm saying. Like I streamed through Xbox. I
Yeah.
had a laptop I had to use for college. I bought like a $20 webcam and microphone from Amazon,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
that was the setup. That was
Yep.
it on top of an Amazon box because if not, it was too short. So I had to raise it up
Only thing
with the
is
box.
my laptop from high school or from college was a laptop from high school that I stole from my high school. That's the only difference. But it's yep.
You got to start
And
somewhere.
I
You know what I
couldn't
mean?
use it for internet or anything. Like it was blocked for all applications because it wasn't under my username. So I
Oh,
had to be real fucking sketchy with the shit that I did with it. Like it was bad. It was really
that
bad.
sounds wild. Oh my. You get it though. You get the
I
starting out
do get the
struggles.
struggle. I feel like maybe not so many people nowadays. People are like, I need to have, man, all these
The
streamers have
best
this
stuff.
background. I need to have this pimped out background, and I need to have this
Yeah.
Go XLR, fucking $600 fucking microphone. Like, bro, I'm using the same
I had
microphone I've been using
like
for the last 4 years. Like,
Yep, I had like a Turtle Beach headset, $20 mic from Amazon, $20 webcam,
yep.
sitting in my living room.
These are $20, man. I got these from Walmart. I got this from Walmart. Like, it's like
See, that's yeah,
I'm
you
still
get it. I
using
mean,
cheap, trashy shit.
and
All
people
of the
ask me all
nice
the
shit
time, they're
I
like,
have is I got for free. Like, it's
real, yeah, like people gifted it. Yeah, no, I get that. And people are like, you made Twitch partner while like streaming in your living room, like with all this like cheap ghetto stuff. And I'm like,
you know,
yes,
like,
yes,
yeah.
I did. I
It's like,
did. Now what?
fuck. Um, so everyone in their content journey kind of has like that one. There's a few things that you like always remember, right? It's always like your first subscriber, maybe your first follower if you're that attentive to it. Some of your like first comments you receive on video, and then you have like that one comment that's kind of changed you as a creator, and like it changed you from, oh, this is the content that I love doing, to kind of your first hate comment, and it kind of transforms you a little bit, you know? Like now we're all used
Yeah.
to it, like, all right, well, get the fuck out then. Thanks for the view, pussy. But like the first hate comment you get
Exactly.
sticks with you pretty fucking hard. Like
Yeah.
I completely changed my fucking appearance based on my first like hate comment. It was pretty fucking rough. Like someone
Yeah.
called me a
I get you.
neckbeard still playing Minecraft. And like I was like, oh my god, I need to change this now.
No.
It's-
You're like end stream.
and now I'm like,
Delete video.
now I'm a neckbeard that plays fucking Minecraft, so fucking suck my dick, whoever that was. Fuck. Like, it's,
I'll have a vendetta for him. I
yeah,
remember
for
you.
real. Like, and I'm doing this because you said that. No, it's, but what is your comment that you received either in a live stream or an early on video that kind of transformed you into where you're at now?
Um, and it could be a good comment as well.
Can be.
Okay, okay. Because like I would say like I mean, I don't really try to remember like the more negative comments or like negative, because like there's so much of that just like white noise out there on the internet. Like if you go on the internet, it's just blah 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 blah. But I think one of the best comments I received, and this will be like in a good light. And I still talk to this person. She's great. I still like talk to her, see her and stream all the time. We're very close. Um, but this individual was like homeless at the time, and like God, I'm like gonna get emotional because it's one of the best. It's definitely the best comment I've ever received and the best message. And it was like a private DM, like it wasn't like on anything. But she reached out and she was like, I guess we played Smite together, and like I said, like I used to do viewer games and stuff, so we played together. And she goes like, hey, I just want to say like, thank you so much. Like I'm, here's my situation. She kind of laid it all out. I won't, lay out all that business, but here's my situation, like it's not great right now. And she's like, I just want to say like with everything going on, like you've really made like something worth living. Like you've really like made me feel included. You've made me feel like I have people to talk to. Like I have people, like someone I can go to for like some sort of positivity. And like just thank you so much. And like, you have no idea how much you've helped me. And like reading all of that, and it was like a long message, like again, I'm not going to get into all her stuff, but like it was a long message. And it was like I immediately started crying. Like I was like, the fact that this individual has all of this going on, and I'm just a little goober sitting in my house playing Smite, and like just hang out with them and playing games, and like it's made like someone's perception and view on life change in a way.
Yeah.
And like months and months and months later, like she got to like a much better spot. Like she got a really good job. She got like a house with some friends, and like she was in such a better place. And she would still all the time be like, thank you so much, like you really got me through that dark time. And I think just the ability for like, even when I'm doing like, no matter how big or small it might seem, because like to me, like I just go online and play games and hang out and just chill, like it's just every day to me. But like for that to be so much more and mean so much more to somebody else, like that's really changed my perception on like how I want my community and how I want my streams and my overall like feeling of my streams and community, the vibe to really be. Like, yeah, I can just be someone who sits here and plays games and just, talks whatever with chat, or it can really be so much more to someone. And like that really like struck me hard. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like I remember crying about it and I was read that message over and over and I was like, you know, holy shit, man, like this is real. Like just from playing games and stuff, like, could have potentially saved someone. Like that's wild to me.
Yeah.
And it's yeah, like it's even to this day still I'll think about that and I'm like, wow, dude, like it's so beautiful,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, for real. It like takes the same thing happening, can be two completely different situations for two different people, to like a whole new level. It's
yeah,
like you said, like I'm literally sitting here like bullshitting, fucking like taking back a fucking beer or something, like playing Smite with the fucking homies.
the
And
brewskis.
this, yeah, this dude, I'm like,
This
she's sitting
individual's
there
going through
like
all that.
playing Smite in the fucking public library or some shit just to get some
Yeah.
games in, just whatever it is, like going through their time. And yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, and it's still like one of the best like comment slash like DM of like, here's my situation, here's how you've made an impact.
Yeah.
And realizing that like you can make that impact to someone is like it's like mind boggling. And
Yeah.
ever since then, like that's where I really got my shtick of like, I want everyone to feel included. I don't care who you are, what you do, what your past is. Like, I want you to feel included. I want you to feel like you have somebody. I want you to feel like you can go online and forget whatever's bullshit's going on in your life for at least a little bit and just
Yeah.
have a genuine, good, true experience with someone who wants the same thing.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's where it all starts from. Um, Now that you turned my negative question into a positive question.
Sorry,
No, you're
I don't
good.
listen to like
No, that's totally good.
because there's so much, and I feel like I know what question we're leading into soon, but
Yeah.
it goes into that.
Yeah.
But
What is your single biggest regret as a content creator?
that's kind of tough because like, listen, I don't want to give like the basic bullshit answer of like I don't have any regrets because like I try to not, kind of
I mean, there's
have
okay. There's always going to be that fucking shtick of like, oh, if I didn't do this, then I wouldn't have learned. Like,
yeah,
cool. Like, I'm glad you fucking learned, but like realistically, like, yeah, but if it didn't happen, like, you could be in a better spot or something.
very
Like,
true. Yeah,
there is something, and like, yeah, you learn so you won't be stupid again or whatever. But like, there's something
fair. No,
that
no,
if you
fair.
did
Yeah.
something differently, you would be better than where you are now.
I mean, I guess the only thing, like, if I had to say anything, I guess I would just say, like, after I got Twitch partner, to keep pushing, like, past, like, the average viewership. Because, like, whenever I first got partner, my average viewership was, like, 150 to 200. Because, like, I would sit every night on stream whenever I grinded and grinded and grinded all those hours on Smite, like, late night Smite. I would be sitting at, like, 150 to, like, 300 viewers. And, like, that's a lot.
That is a
Like,
lot.
that's a lot, like, just sitting at casually every night. And once I got partner, I
Especially
just
for
was like
Smite. Like,
exactly. And so it's like, after I hit partner, I was just like, "Oh, well, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna play what I want," which is fair because like I was very burnt out, and after you play a game for that consistency that long, you're like, "I need a break." But I guess I wish I would have wanted to see where I could have gone if I just consistently stayed more playing Smite and been
yeah,
like, because maybe my average viewer now would be like even higher, who knows?
yeah,
But yeah, I guess that'd be like my kind of what if like
yeah. Fair enough.
question.
No, that's good. That's good. Um, so going along with kind of the messages that you receive, I'm sure you've gotten multiple of those messages, being the kind of person that you are. Maybe not of that caliber, but um, I'm sure you've gotten multiple times in your chats or DMs like, "You're my favorite creator. Where's your stream tonight?" Like stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
when you first started off, did you ever see yourself being like, yeah, I'm going to be somebody's favorite creator one day? Like, what weight does it carry knowing that that's your reality now?
Yeah, it's a lot. It is like it can be a lot of pressure. You know, especially to be like, say like if I'm not feeling well or something, like whether it's like a bad mental health day, bad, you know, maybe I'm sick or something, whatever, or I just don't feel like streaming. Like it can be a lot to be like, well, I was supposed to stream and like these people are like, you know, wanting me to stream because, you know, what if they had a bad day or, you know, it definitely can be a lot of pressure to be like wanting to push yourself to be like, well, I don't need an off day because, you know, these people are counting on me to stream, or these people are counting on me for content or to be there for them, maybe to hear about their bad day, or, you know, maybe to relate to them as like, oh, I'm sick as well, like I'm not feeling well, you know. Um it can be a lot. It can really be heavy, especially sometimes on like your mental health to be like, I need to stop, I need to focus on what's best for me right now, and maybe that's not going live, or maybe that's not putting out, like forcing myself to record and edit today and put this short out by the end of the day, like and I feel like when you tell people that, I feel like 99% of them will be like, you know, you're right, like do what's best for you. Like I feel like we're in a really good society in terms of like mental health, like everyone's always like focus on your mental health, focus on your mental health. So I feel like, you know, most people are very understanding about like, oh, okay, like don't worry about it, you know, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, but if not even then, like, you know, just feel better.
Especially when you have a community that's like all about you. Like
Yes.
that's like
Yeah.
100% what you build.
Yeah, because like if something happens to me, like no more Vic
Barbarians
streams,
with swords, like
obviously.
yeah, it's like fucking
Yeah, like obviously it's like, you know, when you're the person who goes live and you're like the sole creator of something, it's like if you're not in a good state, or like if you're something happens, like that's it. It's done altogether. Like instead of like just taking an extra day off and being like, let me chill out a little bit, you know, it can definitely be a lot on the mental for sure,
yeah.
but I think that's why I limited as well, like because I used to stream like 11 p.m. to like 8 a.m. Like that's such a bad sleep schedule.
It's
Like,
horrible. That's what I'm on
oh,
right now.
it's terrible. It's so bad. Like, oh my God. I would wake up at like 4 p.m. Like I would literally go to bed when the sun's up and then fucking wake up when the sun's going down. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's
I
it's
can't do that.
pretty similar for me. I wake up right before I go to work at 9 p.m., get off at 9 a.m.,
Oh
stay
my
up until
God.
like
Yeah.
around 2 p.m. ish, and then I sleep from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's fucking brutal. Like,
Dang, you need to
um,
go to bed soon.
I'm off. I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow.
Oh,
Fuck it.
good. Good. He's back on a decent sleep schedule for 2 days.
Kinda, kinda.
Ah.
So give him, give me a message for all the people out there that are afraid to get into streaming. You know, like during COVID, it was like everybody and their fucking mother was creating content. Like it was like we
Yeah.
all lost our jobs. Let's oversaturate the fuck out of every market on the fucking online ever. Like, it was brutal.
Yeah. It can be bad
You
for sure.
included. You did that. No, I'm just kidding.
I did do that. I actually did.
um,
But I've stuck with it. I
yeah.
feel like a lot of people don't stick with
Oh
it. They
yeah, a
just
lot
do
of
it for
people
like
didn't
a
stick with
like a
it.
like a fad or a trend, and they're like, oh, I'll just do it for like a little bit.
Yeah, they were like, I don't want to stay up for 9 hours and
No,
stream. I'll pass.
no
It's
thanks.
so it's a lot harder right now. It is a lot harder to find a dedicated audience if you are starting right now
Yeah,
today.
yeah, it's
Um,
rough.
and a lot of people are scared because of that. A lot of people are just scared of failure. They're like they know that they're gonna fail before they even start. That's their mindset.
That's me.
That's okay. Well, um, can you give a message out there to the people that are like you then, that are afraid to press the go live button or post content?
Yeah, because like no, I really am scared of failure. Like I think that's why I try like my absolute hardest. I'm very competitive. Like I try, like if I'm not the best at something, I don't even want to do it. Like
Yeah, I feel
that's
that.
unfortunately how I am.
Yeah.
I've been like that all through school. Like I had to be number one in the class, number one grades, number one whatever.
Yep.
And so if I'm not, like you know, I feel like a failure. It can be like that in content creation. It really can. Like if you're like, well, this video's gonna get no views. Why would I post it? Like
So many times I
that's
just deleted
such
that fucking video, dude. I
that's
feel that.
because that's how it is. Because like especially starting out, it is scary. But I mean, I would just say my biggest advice is just go for it. There's been so many times, like I don't have that big of a following on TikTok. I post there occasionally. I'll post like little stupid videos I don't think are gonna get any views one of my biggest videos right now has like almost
Rating
300,000
Vampire Diaries
views.
fucking characters.
It's
Yeah, I know.
like it's just I was bored. I was like, I just want to do a tier list, whatever. I was rating Vampire Diaries characters, which love the show by the way. Vampire Diaries is great. Rating the characters, and it has like almost 300,000 views, and I'm like, but like the videos I put like hours of time into editing and recording have like a couple hundred, and I'm like, but sometimes this goes to say like sometimes it's the content you don't think will do well that finds that like niche audience where you're like, oh my god, like this did better than I thought. Or how I see it is like, even if my content gets like hardly any views, any comments, any whatever, like maybe someone stumbles upon it and like one person likes it, one person comments on it. That's one more person that you might see in a future live stream, or you could be really great friends with, or might really be a supporter for you at some point. Like you don't know, you genuinely don't know if you don't post it.
100%.
So just go for it. Who cares about mean comments? I get comments all the time. People are just barking in their little tunnel.
It's about time that the neckbeard gets a trim anyway. So
a neckbeard. Oh my gosh, I can't believe someone would say that. That's crazy.
It was crazy. I was like, I mean, he's not wrong, but it's.
You're like, wow,
come on, man. There's kids on this app.
Think about the children.
So I'm gonna get a little more specific and reiterate the exact same question.
Okay.
Streaming and content creation is and probably forever will be a male-dominant space. I would say like 90 to 95% of like the top creators that everyone knows by name is a male, and anyone who is a female is accused of getting there because of OnlyFans. Like it is, it's a pretty rough fucking world out there to be a female content creator.
Yeah.
Women are scared of pressing the live button or the record button for entirely different reasons than like the general population of people that are scared to post a video. What is your message to a successful female in the space that you can give to other females?
Oh boy, this is a heated topic, isn't it? Yeah, being a woman in this space, as Frosty mentioned, like it really is a fucking lose, unfortunately. It's one of those like damned if you do, damned if you don't. 'Cause like a lot of times like starting out as a female creator can be very rough. Like you're going to get called like, well, you only get views because you're pretty. You only get views because maybe you have your boobs out. Like this is literally comments that women get on a daily basis. Like you only get views because of XYZ. Whereas they wouldn't go to a guy stream and be like, you only get views because of blah blah blah. They wouldn't say that. Yeah, so being a woman in this space is very, very rough. You will get sexualized. You will get very like ostracized from others. A lot of times too, like women won't like you in this space, like women viewers, because of whatever reason. Some people just have hatred in their heart, but like you will get ostracized because of whether you're pretty, whether you're either like you could be really good at a game, whatever it may be. Like people will still have an excuse for you and be like, oh well, you only get viewership because of whatever. Also, PSA, Twitch is not a dating app. Just want to fucking put that out there for people. Like, don't go into people's. Oh my god, the amount of times I have people come in my streams. Are you single? Do you have an OnlyFans? Do you have a Snapchat? Do you? It's not a dating app. Like, if I wanted to look for a partner, I wouldn't be on Twitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the first place I would go wouldn't be Twitch, bro.
Time to stream tonight. Hopefully, I get myself a man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Twitch is not a dating app. So, like, especially like if you're a woman creator out there, or like you want to be a woman, like a woman in this space. Like, set your boundaries. Like, Twitch is not a fucking dating app. Like, I have no tolerance of, like, are you single? Are you this and that? Blah, blah, blah. Because it's like, this is not why I'm here. I'm not streaming because I'm not streaming to look for a relationship. Friendships, okay. Like, I obviously for friendships and stuff like that, but, like, not for a romantic partner. Like, what are we doing? And so, like, that's something you'll see if you're a female creator a lot, is people, another thing too is like obviously mainly men will try to buy you. Like they will try to literally gift you subs, donate to you, gift you bits, whatever it is. and then expect something out of it. Like, oh, well, shouldn't I be VIP? Shouldn't I be a mod? Like, shouldn't you like add me on whatever? And it's like, don't do that. Like, don't fall into that, like, don't be bought kind of mindset. Because like when you're a small creator, it's very easy. Like if someone gifts you 50 subs, you're like, holy shit. Obviously 50 subs is a lot. But it's also like that doesn't mean that that person gets to have like their pedestal like in your life. Like they shouldn't have to be a mod or a VIP or get like your Discord or whatever just because they're supporting you. Like you should support someone because you want to support them, not because you expect an exchange. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like a lot of times like it can be very easy.
Gifting subs.
Exactly. Like a lot of times it can be so easy for smaller creators to fall into that, like, oh, well, they gifted me like a bunch of stuff, like maybe I should, put them somewhere. And it's like, just don't do that. But I mean, as a woman, you can definitely make it. Like you can definitely, no matter what your shtick is, no matter if you're like a cozy gamer or FPS, MOBA, whatever it may be, I mean, you definitely can, you're gonna get hate comments, you're gonna get comments about your looks. You're too pretty, you wear too much makeup, you don't wear enough makeup, you're ugly, you're fat, you're whatever. Like seriously, I've gotten all. Someone called me RuPaul, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't look
Sir,
like
I'm white.
like, excuse me, like what are we talking about here? But you'll get comments on your looks all the time. People love to. I mean, someone called you a neckbeard. Like, come on. But like,
he was correct though. Like,
male or woman, like you're, man, woman, whatever. I mean, you could be a little PNG tuber, and you're still gonna get like, you're afraid to show yourself. Like VTuber hate. There's so much on this platform that people will point out what's wrong before they point out what's right.
And people go onto this shit with the intention to poke you. Like
literally,
they might not even fucking mean it. They'll be like, "Oh my god, she's gorgeous. You're fucking ugly." Like it's like they will do it just to get a rise out of you.
Yeah, and it's like I would say definitely as a woman, like just my biggest thing is I just ignore them. Don't say a single thing because like the moment you feed into that, that's what they want. They want a reaction. They want you to say something. They want you to get riled up. Just show it doesn't bother you. I'm like, okay, cool, bro. And now what? Like what? They're like, oh well, you're only this high because you're a woman. I'm like, okay, what? What about it?
Like, thank you for noticing.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you're here, aren't you? Like, isn't that it got you?
Did you
right?
click here because I'm a woman? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, just don't let it bother you too much to the point where it's like it gets discouraging to push go live or post a video. And if someone like, okay, last little shtick on this, if someone's like harassing you, like actually like being weird and you don't like them, don't be afraid to fucking ban people.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like if someone's being weird, I'm like, just ban that guy. Like I don't give it a time of day. Be there for the people that are there for you, not there because of any sort of like physical or weird infatuation with you being like, a female. Like just literally ban them and just don't give them a second thought. And just move right on. That's like my biggest thing. Don't let it deter you from doing what you want to do and create the type of content that you want to create.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so now I don't even know how to fucking introduce this question, man. It's a heavy one. Everyone else has been like, honestly, I don't even have a fucking story for you. I'm like, okay. And you're the only person who hasn't been like, yeah, remove that question. So we're going to get into probably the question that will trigger most of the audience if you have had a similar experience, but we're going to talk on the topic of self-harm / suicide. If you have gotten into any of that, I said that like horribly, like it's a fucking fad, but if you have had an experience with anything around that area, as comfortable as you are, would you mind sharing your experience?
Yeah, and like I don't have any like sort of trigger warnings like to give to people because like mine in like retrospect to probably what other people could say is more light. So it's not as like heavy. So there's not too many trigger warnings. I would just say like basics like depression and I mean, of course anxiety kind of I feel like they kind of go together nowadays, but mainly just like depression and like maybe like minor like childhood trauma stuff, but it's not like super like heavy or anything. So my biggest thing of why I kind of got into content creation to begin with and streaming Like when I was younger, like I don't even know what age, like maybe like the tween kind of era, right? Like you're in that like weird in between of like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm like, maybe like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like those kind of weird years. Um, but yeah, like I didn't have a great home life, but I also didn't have like a terrible home life. I kind of had like a weird in between. Like I had like the stability of a family, but like my family weren't always there for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
that.
and so I've kind of healed with that now. So like I'm kind of, we're growing past it, thank God. But what I did have growing up was like Pokemon. I had Pokemon. I had my friends who liked Pokemon. Any sort of like, Beyblade or stuff like that. That's like what I clung to as like my salvation from everything. Like it's my like I could go here and look at my Pokemon cards or play my Pokemon games or watch my Pokemon on TV, like, and get away from the chaos of what's going on outside my room, right?
Yeah.
And so that is really what I clung to. And so when I got older and, YouTube is really big right now and Twitch was really big and like streaming and content creation like was kind of like on the precipice of really getting big, like 2010 to like 2012, 13 era. Like that's when like you saw YouTube starting to blow up and Twitch and stuff. And so, I started to watch streamers and content creators. I was like, whoa, people can make content with Pokemon. And, I used to watch so many hours of Pokemon Let's Plays and shiny hunting and Nuzlocks when it was like just starting out, like bare bones. And I just loved it. I fell in love with it. I was like, this is so cool. Like, as soon as I would get home, I would like rush to my bedroom to like watch like the next, episode of like a Nuzlocke or whatever. People shiny hunting, like live streaming, and I fell in love with it, and it made me feel less lonely.
Yeah.
Like I did not know these people. Like, I never talked to these people like one-on-one, these creators, but like I felt like I knew them and I felt like they knew me somehow just through their content, and it made me feel less lonely. It made me feel like I had someone to talk to in a way and like something to look forward to. And it's like whenever I felt like nobody else in my life really understood me, I had that there. And I was like, wow, like that's great. I love that. And so, fast forward like high school, college years, like I didn't really get to watch as much. Like I would try to, in different content when I got time. But of course, high school, college, you're like super fucking busy, like slammed with shit constantly. Getting jobs, part-time jobs, full-time jobs. But
yeah, pretty much. It's like my profession now. Vix, I appreciate you so much for making the time to do this because I know how busy you are. It's fucking insane. We've been trying to make this work for like over a month at this point, and trying to make multiple other collabs work in the past, and they just never could line up.
Yeah, it's hectic, honestly.
Yeah,
every day.
but I do appreciate you sincerely for being able to show up to this, and I'm hoping that we can do some of that like Soul Link stuff and like get you
cool.
on Pokemon Jeopardy in the future and stuff like that.
Do some more Pokemon stuff.
Train me on Smite, whatever the hell that's gonna entail. But
you're gonna how many? Let me see how many. I think there's like almost 400 Steam achievements. Surely you get 100% of them, right?
I get 100% of everything that I played. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 3 of the season 2 of the Brain Freeze podcast. You may not see Smite from me anytime soon, but I'm open to Pokemon and other things. So
that works. We'll do that. Middle ground.
Follow Vix for Smite lore and Dinobites. All of our socials will be down in the description. You guys can follow around everything down there. It took me a fucking minute to find everything that wasn't your Twitch because you don't have it linked anywhere.
I used to have a link. I haven't updated my link tree in forever.
It's not like your link tree isn't anywhere anyways. Like your Twitch is.
It used to be. I need to I got rid of it because I need to update it. I'll update it after this. How about that?
Sounds good. All right. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching episode 3, season 2 of the Brain Freeze podcast. And remember to be kind, spread love, and as always, stay frosty. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Take it easy and peace out.